From the StreamYard Studios on YouTube, this is Jeopnerdy. And here's your host, John DeMarco.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Jeopardy. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I want to thank also Professor Brainy Specs for all his hard work with the board and as our co-host.
Thank you, John, and it's good to see you. Welcome, everyone.
I want to say hello to everyone in the chat before we get started with our first round. We had Tokyo Trekker in here first. Greetings. Hello also to Mercer Create. Good to see you. Hello also to Louise X Sparrow. And greetings to Mike Richards from Columbus, Ohio. So yeah, Mr. President is here. Glad you could make it. Hello also Professor Brainy Specs, already said hello to him. And welcome to Brad Wolf. Always a pleasure, sir. And hello also to Resolute Germ. As usual, we have the link pinned at the top of the chat. And if you'd like to join us as a contestant for one of tonight's games, looks like we do have our 3 contestants for round 1, but we'll be doing 3 rounds as usual. So feel free to click on that link and you can join us backstage until we get ready for the later round. We can begin by bringing up our 3 contestants for round 1.
Hi, everyone.
Greetings.
Hello there.
Welcome, Mr. President.
Hey, Mr. President. Hey, Tokyo. How you doing?
I've
been demanded. It's been demanded of me to come and play.
How can you play if you're being hit by Celeron radiation?
This is true.
You know, what's going on with that?
Yeah.
It looks like you've got a pretty bad dose of it going on.
Yeah. I got beamed out just in time, but I permanently look like this now.
Oh, dear.
And
You didn't see me turn into a pillar of salt and fall over on the screen.
Good point.
Tokyo, did you get my question in the YouTube chat?
I did. That's why I sent you a question mark, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Can I briefly ask him, guys, before we get into the game?
Sure.
So you said, Mr. President, be careful leaders, and since you're my opponent in the election, I'm wondering if you meant that in the same way that Cook yelled, "Come!"
No.
Wow.
If it was like that, I would have said it like this, and I'll say it in the private chat too.
Okay. I'm only joking. It's all cool.
I'd be saying it like that.
Oh, that's funny, yes. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's great to be here to chat to everyone. I hope you, John, you and the professor are doing well.
Yes, thank you.
That's good.
Resolute
I'm
Germ
doing
says,
fine.
I was pretty sick all week. I'm feeling better tonight, though, so that's good.
In the chat, Resolute Germ says, "You're here, Tokyo, but the guy that demanded you to be isn't. He's 1, 2, 3 above me on the list here. He's got the Jeopardy background in the back, so he is here, Resolute.
Yeah, I was thinking it was the professor that laid down the. Well, I wouldn't categorize it as a demand. It was more like a strong suggestion.
Yeah, it was a
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh, well, I couldn't misinterpret it.
I told you it was a demand.
I stand corrected or sit corrected in my case.
It'd probably be bad juju if I hadn't, because it might affect the election. That's why he's my campaign manager, so I should.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, we're getting into that already, are we?
It's never too early. Never too early.
We're ready for round one.
Yes.
Sounds good.
I thought we were playing round 2 before we played round 1. And that way we play round 1 last.
Wait a
so we-
minute. This isn't a question of Trek. We don't play the rounds out of order
Oh, I just thought it would be
and
cool
come
to
up
do
with
it.
new ones that never existed before.
I just thought it would be cool to do something out of a little different.
Fair
Well,
enough.
we can do something like that, I think, Mercer. Well, this is round 3, folks, and there's no more rounds after that. This is the end. This is the last game. So thanks you all for playing. Thank you guys for having a good time.
It was a ton of fun, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me in to play.
It was awesome. Have a good one, guys. See ya.
Thanks for playing.
That was a
Good night,
stream.
everyone. And I'll end the stream.
Credits.
Senator, I noticed that Moose is in between us. I can't seem Bill's back to the Senate today. Moose is in between.
Oh, this is true.
Do you want to change orders or no? Keep it as is.
Oh, we'll keep it. Because that means I get final veto power.
Okay.
There you go.
And I say your campaign manager is affecting the game. No, just kidding. Jeff. I'm only kidding, Jeff.
And we're doing
Another
turns, right?
conspiracy theory? Yeah.
We're doing turns, right? Turns is easy.
No, I demand buzzers.
You demand buzzers?
Oh,
Yes.
I cannot oblige because I have lag.
And I
And
can
Mr. President has a voodoo doll with your name on it, and if you do buzzers, he's gonna put some pins in the voodoo doll.
No.
I don't know how that happened. It just turned to buzzers on its own.
No, I think he was talking about me, and I was going to say somebody already has a couple of voodoo dolls with my picture on it, and that's why my life sucks so bad right now.
I would never ever use voodoo dolls on anyone, not even my own family.
No, but I know who is using the voodoo doll.
Potion?
Yeah, I can't really say because it's
Okay.
personal. But I know
Yeah.
somebody who's using a voodoo doll of me, or 2 or 3.
Oh dear.
Let's play some Jeopardy before another
Yeah.
pin gets stuck in my eye.
All right, if we're all set, let's play. Jeopnerdy.
Yeah. Or if you're a Kardashian professor, the never-ending sacrifice. Comment thing on your chat.
Yes, that's true.
We'll start off with name the actor for TOS.
I should sat this one out. I'm done.
In honor of the DS9 anniversary, we have a category about emissary, in this case, about the ships.
Happy anniversary, Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
Starship classes, well, you have to identify it based on a picture.
That might be
Like, do you mean classes like biology and algebra and
I don't
Not quite.
think that's what he means.
No.
No.
Are you
And I've just realized, John,
Oh!
I haven't watched your latest video yet, so I hope I'll do a Canada quiz without watching it. I haven't had time yet. So. But anyway, sorry to interrupt. Carry on.
That's fine. Zoe, how many films based on the character that I give you? And just to specify, I am not counting any of the Kelvinverse films, in case that comes up.
Because they're not Star Trek.
Indeed.
there's only one.
Thank you.
Neither is Enterprise or Discovery. I just thought I'd add that.
And finally, Technobabble Al Fresco, which, if you're not familiar with, is a series on Robert Ricardo's YouTube channel, where he recites lines from Voyager. So you'll get a brief video clip, and I want you to identify the episode the lines are from.
Ah,
These are great. These are great.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. President, you are up.
I'm really intrigued by the video category, so I'm going to go the Al Fresco category for 200, please.
200.
Identify the episode.
I've been equipped with an autonomous, self-sustaining, mobile hollow emitter. In short, I am footloose and fancy-free.
What is Future Tense Part 1? Oh no, that's not. But anyway, I will have to go with that.
Well, I'm inclined to give
John.
it to you because you have the correct episode, even though technically it's the wrong part.
Okay.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say I agree with it.
We're all
Thank
getting
you.
warmed up anyway. If it was round 3, negative. But we're getting warmed up. We're all getting into it. It's
Oh,
like
hang
it's
on,
like
hang
when
on.
Henry Cable starts like
Oh.
reloading his muscle. Is like
Hang on, Musa. I have to make a confession. I thought it was future tense, not futures end. So I got that wrong. I misheard John, and John misheard my answers. So I have to relinquish the points.
Well, at least you're honest about it. But I think I knew which one you meant.
Well, we appreciate your honesty, Mr. President.
Yeah. Honesty is everything.
What are we going to do, John?
Well, since unfortunately he said it was future tense, I guess we have to take the points away.
Yeah, that's all good. Honesty is everything.
You could give him half. Give him the face value.
It's fine, guys, honestly.
Because the question's gone anyway, so nobody else can pick it up. So I'm just saying.
At the same time, too, I mean, it's rare that we get an honest president.
That's a good point.
We definitely don't have one right now in real life.
I'm good with keeping them at 0 instead of going negative, but that's just me, and I don't really. My opinion only matters as far as a hill, and we all have those little mulligan things where we don't form a question or we do something stupid at the beginning. It's okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll leave it up to John. What do you,
Yeah, we leave it at 0. I think it's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
and
Yeah.
It's good with me. We're getting into it. It's been a couple weeks since we played, so it's good.
Well, thank you all very much for your kindness.
all right. We'll wait for the election, Jay Aldridge said.
Fair enough.
All right. Mercer, you're up.
I'll go with Emissary 400.
Emissary 400.
The station's medical and science officers arrived on a ship of this class.
Oh, what is a Nebula class?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Bomber.
Tokyo.
What is Excelsior class?
Also incorrect.
Mr. President.
Both of the negatives now. Great.
What is a runabout class, Susan?
That is incorrect as well, so you're all even. It was an O-berth.
The bane of Starfleet. Cannon
It's a
fodder
wonder
class.
they arrived safely to the station.
Actually, I thought they all arrived on Slave 1.
Maybe that was in a deleted scene.
Oh no, they came on a Red Dwarf class starship.
Maybe they came in the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside after all. Tokyo, it's your turn.
Starship classes for 500.
All right. You have negative 400, but you can bet anywhere from 5 to 500.
So I can go to negative 900 or 100 points. So let's go ahead and just do 500 face value on that one.
All right.
Oh, let's see here. We have. That's not the.
I don't remember that ship, but it's a cool ship.
Hey, Potato.
Greetings.
Crap. I know this one. This isn't it. I know it's not. What is the steam runner?
That is it.
Oh, yes. Oh.
That rendering is beautiful.
Well done. And you take the lead with 100.
What are you saying?
Well, it could have been 0.
Mr. President.
Just before we go to my question, what episode was that screenshot from? That was beautiful.
I actually don't know where it's from specifically. I just found it by a search.
That's a really cool cruise ship. I'll try the El Frisco again, but this time I'll go for the $100 cruise. Please.
Identify the episode.
Tricorder. Medical tricorder. A
That's
replacement must be
really-
requested as soon as possible. I am programmed only as a short-term emergency supplement to the medical team.
That's really easy. What is the key? What is the key taker? Oh, sorry, what is key taker?
That is correct.
I really loved that episode, just the way he delivered the line in the episode. He's just like, whatever.
Yeah,
That's a great episode.
yeah.
It's actually my
Okay,
favorite.
Mercer, it's your turn.
I will go with how many films for 400, even though I don't know what they're asking, so we'll figure it out.
Well, do you want to describe it again, John?
No, that's all right. We'll just
Yes,
go
you're
for
going to get
it.
the name of a character.
Okay. And I just tell you how many films they were in? Okay. Movies. Okay, actual
Yes.
movies. Gotcha. Not JJ movies. Gotcha. We're good.
Right.
All right,
400.
for 400.
Christine Chapel.
Well, what is 2?
That is correct.
Yay! I did it.
Really, I thought it was 1.
Yeah,
No, she was
the
in motion
first
picture
film,
and
then
4.
She was in 3, I think. She was in 3 in the Starbase or something.
4.
She was 4
4.
Good 4.
at
Yeah.
Starfleet Command.
Really, I don't. Was that Did you have to? Was that on an extra scene? The one in Star
No.
Trek 4?
No,
Okay.
no.
No.
Okay.
She was the one
Yeah.
that was arguing with somebody about power allocation in Star Trek 4.
Oh, okay.
We need that power to keep emergency medical facilities functioning.
Well, now, who was it in Star
Yep.
Trek 3 that was when the ship was docking because it was all damaged and stuff?
Rand.
Somebody stood up in the chair.
Rand.
That was Rand.
Okay, that was Rand. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. All right, Tokyo.
All right. Starship class was for 4. Playing it safe ish. What is the Soyuz class?
That is correct.
It's funny how they needed the sensors to identify the ship and after the fact. You could just say, oh, it's an old ship. We don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what sensors do. Just like
They
the
sense.
Yeah.
They asked Troy, what is it?
What was that one where she actually found a ship by using her telepathic path?
That was Nemesis.
That was
Yeah, that was real. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was ridiculous.
the counter mind ape ray.
All right, Mr. President, time to get out of negative territory.
Indeed. Ship classes for 3, please. What is the Nova class?
That's it.
Cool. Thanks.
Good job there. Good job, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mercer.
Block
Yeah.
Scores
You
are
also
tightening up.
speak about-
Mercer.
Although, if you really want to praise me, you can vote for me in the election.
I'll name the actor for 400.
he goes,
What?
good job, Mercer.
Name the actor for 4. Boy, we're a talkative bunch tonight.
Yeah.
All right, name the actor
Oh,
for
Thomas
4.
Potts is here.
Hello, Thomas.
Trelane.
Who is William Campbell?
That is correct.
Yay! I got it. He also
And
played
you are in the lead, Mercer,
another
but-
character.
Tokyo.
Picking Bubble al fresco for 300.
Identify the episode.
Nevertheless, I managed to balance functionality and aesthetics in a pleasing enough manner to the liberty of stimulating your hair follicles. A vicarious experience for me, as you might imagine.
Oh no, it's. Hold on.
It's the one where Bortus gets a mustache.
No, it's not. Was she
Welcome, Thomas.
trying to remember the end of this one episode? It's not, but I'm going to guess it anyway. What is Scorpion Part 2?
You're close, but no.
Yeah, it's the next. Oh, yeah, it is the next episode.
Mr. President.
Pass.
I know what it is.
Mr. President.
Pass. Sorry.
Mercer.
What is The Gift?
Mhm.
That's the one.
That's it.
All right, Mr. President. It's your turn.
Starship classes for two, please. What is a constellation class?
That's correct.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Is
Very
that a
good.
kit bash?
And-
Or they designed that thing? It looks like a kit bash.
Just Kid Bash.
Yeah.
They kid bash that? Oh yeah, they did, didn't they? They wanted to use the Constitution class for the first episode it was in. And
Yeah, because he had a Constitution class model in his ready room.
Yeah.
Did he?
not only that, I think they overdubbed the dialogue so it came out Constellation later on.
Yeah.
Because they filmed it as a Constitution and dialogue.
Yeah, you're right. I seem to remember that fact floating in my head
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
The neurons in my head.
Okay, Mercer.
I don't know how the neurons in my head remember stuff like that. Anyway, I'll do name the actor for 300.
Miranda Jones.
I'll take a pass on that one.
Tokyo.
Who was Diana Muldoon?
Can you say that again, please?
Who was Diana Muldoon?
Not quite. Sorry.
What?
Mr. President.
Pass. Sorry. Oh,
Diana Muldaur.
okay. I should have gone with that, but I was freaked by Tokyo not getting it because I was sure it was the same. Cool.
All right, Tokyo.
Alrighty.
Oh,
You
it's
get
my
to
turn.
choose.
I get to
It
continue to
is.
lose. All right. How many films for 5?
Alyssa Ogawa.
She was in Generations, First Contact. It's not an Insurrection. It's not a Nemesis. What is 2?
That is correct.
Good job there.
I would say you're doing pretty. I'd say you're doing pretty well for losing. You're only 200 back of the leader.
I'm
All
still
right,
losing.
Mr. President.
Thomas is 25.
But it's a long game yet.
With the way we talk, yeah.
Yeah, I've got some catching up to do. I might regret this, but Frisco for 4, please.
Identify the episode.
Optronic pathways connect. Subroutines emerge from the chaos, and a holographic consciousness is born.
He's so funny.
No, damn it. Pass.
Mercer.
Pass.
Tokyo.
I'm thinking it's one episode. I don't want to risk it. Pass.
That was from his novel Photons Be Free in Author.
Oh,
I was thinking of the wrong
Okay,
episode.
Mercer, it's a tight game, but it's your turn.
I'll go with the emissary for 500.
With Cisco missing, the crew headed for the location of the newly discovered wormhole in this runabout.
Let me think for a minute here. There's a lot to risk if I get it wrong. I'll risk it. What is the Yangtze key in?
Good call.
Yes! Yes!
well done.
I was so worried, though. I was so worried that it was going to be like a regular name, like the Nile.
I thought it was the Orinoco, so well done.
Thank you. I knew it wasn't the Rio Grande because that's the one that I think he left on. And I'm just like, man, what am I going to do if I get it wrong?
Tokyo.
Actors for
It's your
5.
turn.
Koloth.
Koloth was on case 7. Who's William Campbell?
That's right.
Very good. I'm glad I didn't say it last time.
Yeah, we are too.
I was gonna say it, dude, because he was great, and I love when he came back and was that Blood Oath. He was good in that too.
Yeah, he was.
Mr. President, it's your turn.
What am I gonna do? I'll go for ships, emissary ships for 2, please.
Cisco was the first officer of this starship until her destruction at the hands of the Borg.
What is the USS Saratoga?
That is correct.
And there we go. Mr. President has deep-seated Trek knowledge beyond what a normal man has.
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, but thank
Not
you.
to be confused with the Saratoga that got disabled by the whale probe.
Yeah, but they're
Indeed.
basically the same
True.
piece of junk.
Yeah, with the roll bar missing on the Cisco ship.
But he had the Vulcan version of Martok in command.
He did.
For all the good it did.
Yeah.
Hmm.
His logic couldn't save him from the Borg
Oh, well,
or Jennifer.
indeed. Mercer, it's your turn.
I will go with let's see. I'll do with how many films for 300.
Sarek.
Okay, give me a moment to count them. What is 4?
That is correct.
Because I had to count Star Trek 5, even though it wasn't the actor. You know, that was the trick
Wasn't
part.
Mark
Is
Leonard, but
yeah, that's what I mean. It wasn't Mark Leonard, but
When did that happen?
Spock's birth.
that was the tricky part. I was like, I hesitated for just a second on
Son
that.
of cheese, cracker, and biscuits.
he's handed
I
he's
didn't
handed
realize-
the infant Spock, and he goes, "So human."
So human. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
nerd
real-
lore right there.
I
That's
didn't-
yeah.
I
My
didn't
nerd card is
realize
now
that
up for
wasn't
grabs.
Mike Leonard. Who played him?
It was just like a silhouette. It might have been a no-name extra that they fired to just do that one line. It was like
Okay.
I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't know if it's just a silhouette, but I seem to remember it just being like a shadowy dude.
I thought you could see him, and I thought he looked quite like Mike Leonard. So that,
Yeah, I don't remember But I wish you almost mentioned. I wish we could have gone with the. That's the one part of the JJ film that I loved was Ben Cross as Sarek. I thought Ben Cross did a fantastic job.
Couldn't do it. Could not do it. Fresco for 5.
Identify the episode.
In whatsoever place enter, to help the sick and heal the injured, and I will do no harm.
Pass. Let's see if the president knows this one.
Mr. President.
Pass. You're lucky, Senator.
Mercer.
No,
I'm
not.
passing, man. I'm passing. Voyager stuff is not my favorite stuff. Pass.
Sort of the Darkling.
Ah,
Yeah.
the evil personality.
Well,
Mr.
we say
President.
curb the damage anybody could do.
What am I going to do?
You tell us.
Let's just have fun at this point, even though it's a $100 question. Starship glasses for 1. What is the original Constitution class?
That's right.
What's that picture from? Is that from the animated series?
Indeed, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's from Star Trek Discovery, dude.
the one that's more canon than Enterprise.
Shut your mouth.
But let's
Last night I had an Enterprise
That's
marathon, and it was fun to watch, dude. It was a good show. I watched like 4 episodes last night.
I do believe I hit a short button with the professor.
No. That was Tokyo I was talking to.
Oh,
Enterprise is much more canon than the animated series. I'll just say that right now.
I thought he was talking
See,
to me.
here's the thing: without Enterprise, humankind would still be like a massive goo on this planet, where like you pick it up and you just like look at this. All of mankind just started from this big pool of goo.
How do you figure that, Mercer?
I don't know how Enterprise factors into that, but okay.
I don't know how
Mercer.
Enterprise factors into all good things.
Yeah, it just does. It just has to.
It's
Yeah.
all good things. Anyway,
Okay, then.
Mercer, you got an 800-point lead. Your turn.
I'll do. How many films for 200?
Guided.
What is 2?
That is correct.
Yay!
What was the second one choosing?
this game is over.
She was in Nemesis.
In the wedding.
It is not over until it's over. Tokyo, it's your turn.
If I don't get this, it definitely is for me. Emissary for 3. Ooh, I rhymed.
Gul Dukat showed up in a ship of this class to offer his friendly greetings.
What is Gala class?
That's right.
Dude, his first appearance in that episode where they just show a close up of his face as the doors open, that was fantastic.
Yeah, it was. It's like this was my office.
Friendly greetings.
Yeah, it's such a great scene. It's filled with so much subtext. It's so much subtext in that scene.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like all subtext.
I should have guessed that one. Never mind. Is it my turn?
Yep.
It is
I'm
your turn,
gonna
Mr.
go-
President.
I'm gonna go TOS actors too.
Sarek.
Who is Mark Glidden?
That's correct.
I met him once in the 90s. He's very
Oh
cool.
wow,
Nice.
is he nice?
I went to
Cool.
like a bunch of conventions because I went to college near Atlantic City. So anytime there was anything in Philly or Atlantic City, it was easy for me to get there. And he was at a convention and he talked more about Buck Rogers than he did Star Trek, but he was a superb guy. He was in an episode of Buck Rogers, so that's why he was talking about that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he was one of those hawk dudes, like one of those weird guys with the full haircuts, and they were like hawk dudes.
I never watched the show, but I'm just saying it's cool that you got to meet him.
Yeah, he was awesome. I also met Percy Skambata, who played the Ilia in motion picture, and she was really cool too.
Cool.
Very nice.
Indeed.
All right, Mercer. Which 100 clue do you want?
I'll take how many films?
Scotty.
Honestly, what is 7?
That is correct.
I had to do more addition on my fingers for that one.
Tokyo.
Ships.
This ship departed DS9 after offloading 3 runabouts.
What is the Enterprise D?
That's right.
Very good. You were waiting for that one. You were just like, I'm waiting for that question.
Well, because not really, but still.
All right, Mr. President, you get the last clue.
Cool.
Uhura.
Who is Michelle Nichols? May she rest in peace.
That is correct.
Yeah, I met her recently in 2016 or 17.
Okay.
In Allentown, and she was a really nice lady.
All right. Going to go into final Jeopnerdy. Let's run down the scores. Mercer, you're in the lead with 3,700. Tokyo has 3,100. And Mr. President, you're in third place with 2,000. Let's reveal our final Jeopnerdy category.
Vulcan rituals.
Oh, wow.
And
There aren't many.
let me put into the private chat here the buzzer room.
I don't know what the...
I have an idea. I know which one this is. Probably the only one I don't know. We shall see.
If you could enter the buzzer room, please, and enter how much you would like to bet.
Crap, I buzzed. Sorry.
It's
Didn't
okay.
mean to buzz.
It's okay.
No problem.
The multi-gunman is now framing Professor Brainy Specs for cheating because he's putting links in the private chat to the Final Jeopardy operations.
Okay, if it's going to all players, how is that cheating? Multi-gunman.
That's weird.
Chat.
That
I
is
knew.
That is really weird. Could you remind me of the scores, please?
Yes, Mercer is in the lead. Mercer is in the lead with 3,700. Tokyo has 3,100, and you, Mr. President, you have 2,000.
Okay.
All right, let me enter your bet amounts.
No, Thomas, I said if it is what I think it is, I'm done. That's what I said. If it is what I think it is, I'm done. I'm not good with this.
All right, let's reveal the clue.
Both Spock and T'Pol participated in this ritual that required them to survive in the desert for 10 days.
Contestants, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
It has to be from the Monkey show. Oh no, I've run out of time to type. Never mind, I probably would have lost anyway.
Let me enter your responses.
Could you just take mine as a pass, John? Because I couldn't even type out what I was thinking. I ran out of time.
Well, for Final Jeopardy, whether you answer or not, basically you lose the points.
I realize
Don't
that.
answer.
Yeah, I realize that.
Yeah. If you wanted to pass, it would have been a 0 bet.
Yeah, I understand.
All
I
right.
just
Let's
sorry.
see how
Go
y'all
on.
did. All right, Mr. President, you had 2,000 points entering Final Jeopardy, and your response was?
And that wasn't it, unfortunately.
Because I was about to type in what is blah blah blah, but I ran out of time. My guess would have been what is the colon R, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong, and I didn't have time to type it.
Let's see how much you did bet on this.
Yeah.
1,000, taking it down to 1,000. Tokyo, you had 3,100 points in second place. Your response was?
Well, the one where you have to survive in Vulcan's Forge, that is the one, but unfortunately it does have a specific name.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Let's see how much you bet. All of it, taking it down to 0.
As always.
All right, Mercer, you were in the lead with 3,700, and your
I didn't know
response
the name.
was?
I didn't know what the name of it was, so I just guessed.
Yes, it was actually called. Yeah, it was called the Kazwan.
Okay, I didn't remember that, but at least I gave a good guess. You know what I mean?
It was named in the animated series, wasn't it?
It was named in Enterprise as well.
Yes,
I thought it was only in Enterprise.
No. Let's see how much Mercer bet. 691, giving you 3,900 points, and you are the champion, Mercer.
Congratulations, Lucy.
Yeah, I just decided since I didn't, I decided to bet conservatively because it could have been anything. It could have been easier. It could have been hard. So I'm like, I have to bet conservatively on that one.
Good on you.
Is that what you thought it was going to be, Tokyo?
No.
Is that what you thought the clue was going to be?
No. No, it was Enterprise related, but that wasn't
mentioning it in Enterprise. I remember them talking to Erev about it, but I don't remember them mentioning it by name in Enterprise.
I don't either.
It was in the episode The Catwalk. And Archer asks if have you ever been camping before, and she tells him about the Kazwan.
That's a deep cut. That's good, man. That's a good one. I was thinking of the conversation with Erev, with Siren guy. That was the only thing I was thinking about.
I'm just pushing myself up with my cheese. Sorry, guys.
Well, multi-gunman, if you wouldn't cheat.
Well, listen, guys. Like, even though I won, if there are 3 players ready for round 2, I'll wait till round 3. So that way, you can have a blank slate, and I can take it. But if you need a player, I'm here. But if you want 3 new players or 3, I can take a break and have a beer, celebrate.
Well, I appreciate that. It looks like we have 2 players backstage at the moment.
Okay, then I'll defend, I guess, even though it is what it is. Either way, it's up to you guys. If you don't mind, though, I'm going to get a beer.
That's fine.
If anyone else would like to come up, you're welcome to use the link at the top of the chat.
Like I said, I'll step out if you want.
Tokyo, you stop that. That is not the language of a winner. And you are a winner, my friend. You are going to win this election, and you will win a game.
It was a very close game going into Final Jeopardy.
Indeed. And Resolute is going to play.
Oh, very nice.
Welcome. You're welcome to use the link, Resolute. Come on up. And while we wait, I'll get that set up.
We're getting our 3 contestants for round 2. We have Bird Up Ray 5, we have Jay, and we have Resolute Germ. Greetings.
All right.
By the way, that was a lot of fun. And I'll step out for the round and just hang out. And that was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Mercer.
All right. How do I step out? Leave the studio? Just can you push me backstage?
Yeah, I'll put you backstage.
That way I could still stay on the StreamYard.
Yep.
Professor, you got me up there twice.
Oh, I do. How did I do that?
I am not Bird of Prey 5.
I'm assuming it was human error.
I thought you were going to play yourself, so
I think you
Could you put me backstage, Professor? And thanks for the game earlier. I was just
thanks for
pushing
playing,
myself.
Mr. President.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I was just pushing myself up in the chair before. Sorry about that.
No problem.
No problem.
Cool. Alrighty.
I call shenanigans on your shenanigans, multi-gunman.
So many shenanigans going on tonight.
I know. It's a shame. And I blame Birdo Prey 5 for it all, but
This is a late start for me. I don't know how much longer my brain has.
Well, I guess
we
we're
better
get started.
Get started then.
At least you got the knowledge in there somewhere, Bird. I'm complete blank.
Let's play Jeopnerdy.
How could they not know the cause one? I was ashamed of them.
I would not have gotten the cause one, but
I wouldn't know how to
quite a
spell
few.
the frickin' thing, but I knew it.
Name the actor, TNG.
Ass.
Mm-hmm.
Emissary, locations.
Pass.
Starship classes. You'll be getting a picture. How many films featuring vessels? And a reminder, we're not counting the Calvinverse.
Wessels.
Not counting the what?
Not counting any of the Calvinverse, if it applies. And Technobabble al fresco, like before, you can a clip of Robert Ricardo, and you tell us the episode.
Pass.
You can pass if you like, but you may be passing points off to someone else. All right, Bird, you are first
How
up.
many films were 500?
Katinga class battlecruiser.
Katinga. Okay, let's see. What is 2 films?
That is incorrect.
Jay. Jay.
What is 3?
That is correct.
What's the 3rd?
They're in the motion picture, of course, Star Trek 6, and they're also in the Kobayashi Maru scenario in Star Trek 2.
What?
Yep.
It doesn't count.
Yes. Okay. Ooh,
It may have been
okay, that's probably 500.
they used the same footage from the motion picture, but they were in Star Trek 2.
Yeah, okay. Good one.
Well, how many episodes of Star Trek have they reused the same shot of the Enterprise?
Yeah.
Jay, you've got the lead, and it is your board.
Let's go same category for 4.
The USS Excelsior.
3, 6. What is 4?
Nicely done. That is correct.
Let's go
All right,
300.
Resolute.
Same category.
Same
300.
category.
A Klingon bird of prey.
Let's see here. 2. What is 5?
You got it.
Okay. Name off the films. It's
3, 2,
3, 5,
3, 4.
4. Oh yeah.
Don't forget
Voyage
4.
home.
3,
4,
4,
5, 6, and
5,
Generations.
6.
That was their primary vehicle or vessel.
I thought they had a Continga class in Generations.
Nope.
The
Bird of
Zoras
prey.
sisters.
No.
No, it was a bird of prey.
Oh, okay. See, Tokyo, even I get some wrong.
Well, it wasn't technically your question.
Well, I know, but still, I got it wrong.
Is it mine?
It is your turn, Bird. You are in negative territory, so let's get out of negative territory.
Yeah. Shoot.
If Tokyo says anything, I can't see it, so.
Are you okay, Bird?
Yeah. Let's just do vessels for 200.
That's Wessels.
Shuttlecraft Galileo.
Oh, God. I gotta pass.
Jay. Jay.
What is 1?
That's right.
Whew. Star Trek 5.
That's it.
Yep, that's it. And speaking of your name, it's your turn, Jay.
In that category.
Sorry?
Let's in that category.
Oh, end it. I'm sorry. Okay, got it.
USS Enterprise A.
This isn't my answer. I'm counting it off. 4, 5, 6. What is 3?
That's correct.
Oh, damn.
Resolute. That didn't sound good.
Let's go Starship Classes 100. Hold on, let me blow that up. What is 0?
Huh?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
That must be not the ship I'm thinking.
It's not how many movies it's been
Bird?
in. It's what's the class.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
What is the NX class?
Bird?
That is correct.
You just had to take my answer, didn't you, Bird?
I think we all knew that, and even Resolute knew that. He just was answering the wrong question.
Yeah. Bird. Your turn.
Starship classes for 200.
Well, I'm just gonna pause this.
What is ambassador class?
That's right.
Very good. All right, Jay, you've
500.
got a pretty good lead. It's your board. Starship classes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Please name out the category so I know which one you're
Starship
asking
classes for 500. Oh, God. Always get this one wrong with the other one. Pass. I don't want to lose points.
Resolute.
What is Saber class?
That's right.
Always get that wrong with the either Thunderchild or Norway.
Yeah, I thought it was in Norway too.
Yep.
Resolute, your board.
Starship class is 300. What is Ubirth?
You got it.
Very nice. All right, Bird, you got some catching up to do.
Starship for 400. What is Olympic?
That is incorrect.
Oh, shit.
Jay.
What is Daedalus?
That is correct.
OS.
And Jay, it is your board.
I'm not good at naming actors. These next three are going to be hard. Emissary locations 500.
Cisco and Dax figured out they had reached the Gamma Quadrant because this star system was only 5 light years away.
What is I'll pass it. I can't pronounce it.
I'll pass.
Bird.
I know I'm wrong, but who cares at this point? What is gamma hydroxa?
No.
Nice try, but no.
I can't pronounce it.
It was called Idrin.
Idrian.
Idrin, yeah. All right, Resolute. Your turn.
Actors for 100.
Dr. Crusher.
Who is Gates McFadden?
That's right.
Bird, you're in control.
To emissary, no. Yeah, it's to emissary locations for 400.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Thanks for taking the hit, Bird.
You are in negative
500.
territory, but you can bet 500.
Prior to his assignment to DS9, Cisco spent 3 years at this facility.
Oh my God. The place where they build the ships. Oh my God. Oh, this is because it's so late. What is no.
Utopia Phoenician.
Yep, he's busy designing the Defiant.
Utopia Phoenician. on Mars.
I so much wanted to help you, but they won't let me.
My brain is gone.
I wanted
They
to tell you,
stole
Bird.
it.
I'm sorry.
They stole it for the computer.
I so much wanted to say you.
The
You.
computer.
Get Bones to put my brain back.
Wow.
His brain
Brad
is
Wolf
gone.
says, brain, what is brain? Sorry. Jay, it is your board. You're in the lead by 300 points.
Well, let's go 300 for emissary locations.
Odo and at least 5 orbs were found in this location prior to the official discovery of the wormhole.
It's not the Denorius belt. I can't remember. Pass.
Resolute.
I'm gonna pass it to Bird.
It actually was what is the Denorius belt.
There it is.
It was?
It was.
Yep.
I thought it started with a
It was indeed.
EL or something. See, Tokyo, you're not the only one, son. He's probably screaming the answer in the
trying to tell
background.
him that.
He is.
I knew it. See, I can't see the comments.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
Jeremy, your turn.
Let's go with actors for 200.
Ensign Rowe.
Ensign Rowe Lauren. I have no idea, so I'll pass.
Bird.
I have no idea either.
Passing.
Yes, pass.
Jay.
I know it is just not coming to me. Pass.
Michelle Forbes.
Michelle Forbes. I know it started with an M.
Unfortunately, you don't get any credit for that.
Well, duh.
Okay,
That's a
Bird.
little much for a $200 question.
Whoa. I didn't think so.
I don't know how Oberth gets to be 300. But
Yeah. That's at least a $300 or $400 question.
I don't know why a
She
lot
was
of
in
people don't like the old birth,
Galactica
but I
too.
love it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Who cares about Battlestar
That's okay.
Galactica?
I'm just saying she was also in another well-known sci-fi series.
She was also.
And she was a temporary in that too.
She was also in.
But she played a
Greg
major
T.
character.
A
She
major
was
character
also-
for one season.
Is it my
She
turn?
was also in Greg T. Nelson's show, The District.
I'll take your word for that one. I don't know that one. Yes, Bird, it is your turn.
Let's techno battle for 500.
Identify this episode.
Not
Oh.
likely.
On the first menu appear the words, "Here begins a new life."
Did it bug out for anyone else?
Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah.
choppy. Can you
It
play
was
that again?
really bad buffering.
Is it possible? I mean,
Can you replay it?
is it latent image?
I revealed the. Yeah, it is.
What is latent image?
But I revealed it.
Well, how was Bert supposed to know? He only got like 3 words of it.
It's okay. I was going to pass anyway. I don't know what the rest of you guys are going to do.
Am I still buffering?
I can
You're
hear you,
not.
Jeff, but
The video was.
Not really. Just the video.
Sorry about that.
Let me play it again.
it's not going to change the answer.
On the first page of the first magnet,
Yeah, it's buffering.
hear the words.
Yeah.
Here begins a new life.
The only thing I heard clear off of that was "Here begins a new life."
But it
Yep.
doesn't matter. We all know the answer is latent image now.
Oh, sorry that one
John,
got
what do you
messed
want
up.
to do?
I would have passed. So
I guess we'll just
I
easily skip
I
that
knew
one.
it before the answer came up.
I believe Jay knew it.
Because I
Yeah,
just
let's-
got through watching it just a couple hours ago.
Well, how about this then? Maybe since there were technical difficulties, we should just give 500 to everybody.
Yay!
Okay.
Maybe because it was my question, I should get 1,000.
Well, you did say you were gonna pass.
Let me ask you a question. Was Bird at -1?
Was it minus
1100.
900? 1,100.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was at minus
bad.
1100. Thomas wants to
I-
give Bird 10,000 points.
Thank
Then
you,
I
Tom.
want 10,000 points too.
Give him the
He
extra
repeats
5.
the demand. He repeats the
Let's,
demand another time.
let's go with I need points. So well, I may not know the location. Location for 100.
Cisco learned to overcome the grief he had been dealing with since the loss of his wife, which had taken place during this battle.
What is Wolf 359?
That is correct.
Oh, I thought it was called something else. Okay.
Okay. I'm
Sure.
going to stick with actors 300.
And call him a set.
Which Cardassian was that? Pass.
Bird.
He's the same guy, right? Who is Alamo?
I'll give you that one. You got it right before the buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
The same guy who played Gul Dukat.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. And Bird is
Had a
your
little-
board.
Love interest for Nana, allegedly.
Sure did.
Let's techno babble it for 400.
Let's see how it goes this time.
Identify this episode.
I'm trying to do my job. And if you give me a chance, you'll see pretty good at it. Frankly, I'd hoped that if we ever met, you'd be proud of me.
Did that play?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was perfectly fine.
I just don't remember the name of the episode, so I'll pass.
Jay.
What is Lifeline?
That is correct.
He meets his creator.
And Jay, it's your board.
Okay. 500 for name the actor TNG.
Timothy.
What is David Ogden Stiers?
That's right. Good work.
Always have problems saying his last name.
Really, the Ogden part isn't what fools you?
No, because we have an Ogden's Cleaners.
400 actors.
Commander Shelby.
Pass.
Bird.
Pass.
Jay.
I know it's Elizabeth, but I can't remember what her last name is. Pass.
Yes, it was Elizabeth Dennehy.
Dennehy. Is she related to Brian Dennehy?
I think she was his daughter.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Bird.
My question.
Yes.
Let's do emissary locations. 200.
According to Bajoran beliefs, the home of the prophets was called this.
What? Pass.
Come on, Bird.
I have no idea. How
Don't
is
think
this
too
a
hard.
$200 question?
They literally say it in almost every episode, man.
The home
You keep
world?
out of this, Jerem.
It's the celestial temple. It's not a home world. Oh, what is Bajor?
Doesn't say homeworld.
That is incorrect.
Oh, home.
Jay.
What is the celestial temple?
God damn it. I thought they said home world.
No, just home.
You did the same thing I did.
All right,
I
Jay,
can't pronounce
your
that
turn.
category, so I'll say 300.
Identify this episode.
Okay.
I'm not arguing. I'm simply pointing out that in several seconds, the entire crew of Voyager will be transported to the array, where you will be tortured and probed for medical information. It will be quite painful, but not fatal.
Can you play it again?
Not apparently. They can't.
It's going to mess up the animation. I can't replay it without doing
All
that.
right. Pass.
Oh, shit. What was the name
Resolute.
of that? What was the name of that? Pass.
Bird.
Pass.
That was Projections.
It was with the Ferengi.
Now that was the one where he sees the hologram of Barclay and he thinks he's actually Dr. Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerm.
Eeny, meeny, 200.
Identify the episode.
From my orbit. But I've never even seen the sky or a forest.
We can't hear it.
I got Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one didn't play. I'm going to see if I try to remember what that one said.
Something about never seeing a sky
I can
or a forest.
I can replay. I can replay it.
I can describe every detail of every piece of equipment in that sick bay, from biobed to neurostimulator. But I've never even seen a sky or a forest, let alone Vikings and monsters.
There we go.
Oh, what is the name of that fucking thing? Pass.
Bird.
I hear you. What is Tamagotchi?
I don't remember that episode of Voyager.
I don't either. Jay.
What is Heroes and Demons?
I do remember that one. And that's the correct answer.
Okay, Bird, you get the last clue.
I'll take Technobabble for 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Identify this episode.
I wish I could give you that.
To you, the ancient history, but to me, it's yesterday. You called me a living witness. Well, at least give me the chance to set the record straight. I want to see your version of what happened.
What is Living Witness?
You got it.
It's not
That's
so
not
bad when they
fair,
give you the
Ricardo.
answer.
You said the answer.
Not so bad when they give you the answer and the clue.
All right. Unfortunately, Bird, you are at -500, so you will not be able to play Final Jeopnerdy, but Jay
That
and
was my
Resolute
plan
will.
all along.
Oh,
Jay, you have 4,600 points, and Resolute has 2,300.
Well, shit, this is academic.
Well, not necessarily.
He has exactly double my points.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I have one
Good
option.
time.
And yeah.
I didn't help Resolute, right?
No.
No. Put into the private chat the buzzer room. And let's reveal our category for Final Jeopnerdy.
Pets.
Oh, you sons of bitches.
Oh, shit.
This was so rigged.
I don't know how you say that, but okay. Okay, Jay, if you want to put in the back how much you would like to bet. And let's reveal our clue.
Something else that Spock and T'Pol had in common is that, in their youth, they each had one of these Vulcan teddy bears as a pet.
You have 30 seconds. Kapla!
I don't know how to spell it, but I'm doing my best.
Just do your best. If you could go ahead and enter it, Jay.
Yeah, I'm a slow typer.
At least you got a clue.
You can, Jay, in the future, you can type it and not hit enter until I tell you.
Oh, okay.
That might help. That might help you, because no one will see it until you do hit enter.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right. Let's see how you did. Resolute, you had 2,300 points, and your response
I was closer than I thought.
Sarlacc. Well, yes, you were close.
We're going to give that to him?
Not that
Hell
close,
no.
I'm afraid.
All right. Let's see how much you bet, Resolute. All of it. You're down to 0. And Jay, you had the lead at 4,600 points. Your response?
Say lot.
Let's say a lot, which is correct.
And you bet all of it, giving you 9,200 points, and you are the champion.
Well, I'll tell you this. I was betting it all to show Tokyo that he's not the only one that can lose it all. But I knew it.
And Brad
And
Wolf
if the
says,
answer wasn't
geez,
spot, I
what a
had no chance in hell.
score.
Huh? What'd you say, Jerm?
If the answer wasn't spot, I wasn't getting it.
I knew it was
Well,
going to be
you
Spot
know
or
Jonathan
Porthos.
Archer's dog.
That's true. You know Porthos.
I
Yeah.
think it was going to be Picard's fish's name or something like that.
Well, that
That's
I
not
think,
officially in canon.
right,
It's true.
but it's
know
called.
if
What
it
was it
was.
called again?
Livingston.
Yeah, Livingston.
All right. That was a good game.
Yep, thanks for playing.
Where's that
Can you-
Livingston remind me of? It's from some kind of literary thing. Livingston.
Dr. Livingston.
Good night. Kapla.
Night, Bird.
Thank you, Bert, for
Take care,
playing.
everybody.
That's gonna keep me up all night. Livingston.
I mean, in real life, he was named for a producer, like Tokyo saying backstage, but there also was a historical figure named Dr. Livingston, if you want like a more like official name.
Oh,
Namesake.
okay. Come on, Tokyo. Let me whoop your butt.
Looks like, yeah, we still have
You
our.
don't know. You could whoop me, Tokyo. For once, you could whoop me. Come on. I dare you. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Come on. Come on.
Well, unfortunately, we're all backstage from round 1, so let's just bring them back up.
Yes, Tokyo.
Again, I'm at the very last spot on a 4-player game.
Oh, put him up on first then.
Now put me under Jay. I'll go second to Jay if that's the case.
Hello there.
Yeah,
Actually,
do that.
no. Yeah, I was gonna say neither of us earned that spot, but you definitely did, Jay. You set the record. So technically, it should go Jay, Mercer, Mr. President, then me. So I should be at the bottom anyway. Because
You mean I finally hit the record?
yeah, guaranteed that.
So who's going second now?
So Mercer should be second. I should be the last anyway because Mr. President got more points.
No, well, true, but you shouldn't be last because you feel you're unworthy. Lord.
No, this is a technicality. I should be last because Mr. President got more points than I did, and I walked away with
That's
0.
true.
I shut myself down.
He who is last shall be first.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's only with
yeah.
Jesus Christ. That has nothing to do with the game.
Now, Tokyo, let's not get technical.
Well, I could have been in the first game. I can't sleep at night, guys. I just can't. So I went to bed at 6 a.m. and woke up with a fire alarm going off at 2 p.m.
Uh-oh.
And I had to start my you only have a few hours to get all your bonus coins and stuff in games that I have, and I had to get them before I lost them and start all over again.
Well, Thomas, if you're still in the chat, Thomas, I discovered who's really in cat boots. It's not me and the professor.
I don't even know what that means. I don't want to know what that
Like
means.
you're talking about Puss in Boots or Catwoman.
No. It's a Prodigy reference, number one. And number two, it's in the private chat.
Oh. I can't
Tom,
see
by the way,
private
Thomas,
chat.
who's winning the football game? Let me know.
Who's playing?
Tennessee and Jacksonville.
Well, I don't know either
They're
of
not
those.
trying to kill the quarterback.
Tokyo says Livingston was named for Harold Livingston, a producer of the show.
Yeah. The only one I root for is college football is Alabama, and NFL Pittsburgh Steelers are the favorite.
I knew there was something wrong with you, Jay.
Pittsburgh Steelers have been whooping butt all year. Come on now.
Yeah, that's why they're fighting for a last playoff spot. Probably won't get it.
Ooh, you better be glad you live in Texas, boy.
Alabama, come on.
Since when did
Tennessee is winning? Yes, Thomas, I hate Prodigy.
And I'm the jack-o'-lantern in the back going, "Go Browns!"
I like Prodigy.
I like Prodigy. I'm just prodding Thomas a little.
You're a joke. Okay.
Mr.
Not you're a joke. You're joking.
Mr. Future Vice President, you better get this channel under control. It's turned from a really cool Star Trek.
It's under control. We're just having fun.
To a jock channel. I'm shocked.
Mr. President, you and John are doing enough damage to your competition as it is.
Ooh.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure.
Besides, I saw you comment about you guys talking. I wasn't even playing that round, so how could I have been in?
You don't have to be.
Y'all, I'll tell you how serious fires is here where I live. We've had so many false alarms that the fire department didn't even come in suits. They just brought the big fan to blow out the smoke out of the apartment into the backyard. This dude has burned his beans and went to sleep 3 times now this month. Lord.
That's rough.
Sorry,
Well, at least we don't need a fire drill. We had it today.
I'm back from my phone call, obviously, but I might receive another one soon. But I'll stay for as long as I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Have to sort out care difficulties at the moment. Anyway.
I guess we should get started then.
Yeah.
Go out.
Let's do this.
Go.
All right, let's play Jeopnerdy.
Stupid cigarette.
Jay Aldridge actually score 10,000 points in this game.
Oh, let's go.
I want to see that that's going to happen.
Name the actor DS9.
I need to figure out what's going on with my internet.
No,
You
I'm
was
lagging
lagging. You on the screen are lagging. Your personal self, but the game is lagging and the videos are lagging. I noticed.
It will happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
It will happen. 10,000 will happen.
Emissary quotes.
Please tell me you give us the quote for that one.
Yes, here's the quote and tell us who said it.
You need to
You
read
don't have to
through
say the quote. All right.
Starship classes. How many films and directors?
Ooh.
Oh, that's tough.
Ooh.
And hopefully Technobat by Alfresco will work a little bit better this time.
Yeah.
We shall
Hopefully.
see. All right, Jay, returning champion, you go first.
Starship classes for 500. God, this one.
Well, you did pick the $500 question, Jay.
Yeah, I know, but Always get this one confused. What is the Norway?
That is correct.
Oh, Lord. Whoo! Praise the Lord.
First contact ships are awesome.
Mercer, you're up.
Name the actor for. Actually, no. What is quotes? Like, what are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to name?
I give you the quote and you tell me who said it.
I'll do quotes for 400.
I'm just gonna push myself up, guys. I'll be back in a second.
Step up, step up. Fortune's fates are with you today, friends.
Who is Rom?
That is correct.
Although he was played very differently when he delivered that line than he normally is played.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're ready, Mr. President.
I'll quickly take my turn and then I'll push myself up in the chair. I'm gonna go Starship classes for 3, please. Oh, I'm regretting it. No, I'm not sure. Pass. Sorry.
Tokyo.
What is the Centaur class?
That's correct.
That wasn't my mind.
Now, see, you knew something that I didn't. I was going to say Cheyenne.
I'm good with starships. I'm really good with starships. I should be on track. I should
know
own
the
track.
Centaur was its own class.
It was.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, I recognize that
you might have to fight Thomas for that.
I recognize that it was a Centaur, but I didn't know the Centaur was its own class.
Well, that's the only name we've ever been given for that ship. So.
Indeed. How many films
Tokyo?
for 5?
You jerk.
Nicholas Meyer.
Star Trek 2, Star Trek 6, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
What is 2?
That is correct.
Good job. Although he did write the middle part, I know it's not directing, but he did write the middle part of part 4.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the exact line where his the exact
more.
line where his script started was the pollution content of the atmosphere. That's the exact part where he took over the script.
William Shatner asked him to write, if he would help write 5, but he had something else to do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It would have been a good movie.
Yeah.
Classically bad.
Like
it wasn't terrible, but it was classically
5.
bad. Well, classically bad is a good rank to be.
Yeah.
Jay?
Starship classes for 400. What is Luna?
That is correct.
You know your starships. I never seen that ship before.
That's the Titan.
Oh, I love the Luna. Do you know the Luna?
Oh, is it?
The Luna looks like the bridge looks like the Enterprise E, except it has the tactical thing of the Enterprise D.
Oh, really? Cool. I don't remember that. I know they showed it in Lower Decks, but I just don't remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with quotes for 500.
You expect me to believe that someone created a wormhole and now conveniently has disassembled it?
That would be. I
It's
think of the guy's name. I know the guy's name.
That's easy.
Tokyo knows this one.
So does the prisoner.
Ooh.
I have to pass because I don't remember his name, but I know who. I have a picture of his head and everything else.
Let's see what's soon to be lame duck news.
Everything but
Mr.
his
President.
name.
Who is Gold Decide?
Mr. President.
Who is Gold Decide?
Yep, you got it.
Good job, Mr. President.
Nuts.
Nicely done.
Nice, because I
I
didn't
see
know.
you have practice in worshiping things that fly. Good.
Did you know that one, Tokyo?
Negative. I thought it was Gul Dukat.
Oh.
No, because they thought that Gul Dukat was in the wormhole.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He was trapped in there.
And Mr.
I
President,
get
it's your
trapped in
turn.
wormholes every day. I get trapped in wormholes almost every day.
Well, actually, he was
That's
spit
very
out of the
interesting.
wormhole into the gamma quadrant.
I haven't been trapped inside of a wormhole for a long time. I got to talk to somebody about that.
Go talk to Counselor Troy, would you?
Yeah. I'd rather talk to Ilea.
Rather talk or
After this
Esri.
is over, I'm going to watch Emissary because that's a good episode.
Yep. Mr. President, it's your turn.
Let's get it on.
I'm gonna go with Quartz for 3, please.
Ironic. One who does not wish to be among us is to be the emissary.
It was Chiropractor.
That is correct.
Tight game going on. Tokyo, it's your turn.
Indeed. How many films directors for?
Robert Wise.
What is one?
You got it.
Happened to be
And you
the
take
first
the lead,
director of the
Tokyo.
Star Trek movie.
That Jim the motion picture.
Jay, it's your turn.
God, you're going to get me. I just know you're going to get me with this category. Oh. Give me a second. 300 for how many ships? I know you're going to get me.
How many ships?
How many films?
How many films? Sorry.
For 3.
Uh-huh.
Jonathan Frakes.
Sheep them. What is 2?
That is correct.
Oh,
What was the second one?
Insurrection.
Okay.
First Contact and Insurrection were Jonathan Frakes movies.
I knew he did First Contact,
Yeah.
but I wasn't sure that one.
I was thinking he did Generations.
No, that was. I'm not saying that one because that's probably up there.
Yeah.
All right. Mercer, it's your turn.
Name the actor for 500.
Professor Sayatic.
Give me a second. I know it.
Sayatic.
Who is Richard Kiley?
Nicely done.
Dang.
What was the episode?
It was called Second Sight.
Indeed.
TNG?
DS9.
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 This is
The reason I knew it was Richard Kiley.
name the actor DS9.
Real quick, the reason I knew it was Richard Kiley is that he is the only in Jurassic Park, in the book Jurassic Park, he was named as the voice of the park tour program, and then they actually mentioned him by name, and then they actually used him in the movie for the same role.
I'll take your word. I've never seen Jurassic Park films.
Really? I'm talking about the first one. You never saw the first movie?
I don't watch horror movies.
It's not really a horror movie, but
It's just a cool special effects demo reel for like 2.5 hours. That's pretty much it.
no, dude, it's an awesome movie.
I mean, it was a good movie.
Kind of a fantasy sci-fi-ish type movie.
Yeah.
It was a good movie, but it's still an FX reel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic FX
All right,
reel.
Mr. President. Mr. President.
I'm gonna go Starship Classes too. Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Oh.
the one. but it's already been passed.
Tokyo.
What is the Akira class?
Yep.
You jerk.
The theme for this was all mostly First Contact.
Yeah.
And Tokyo, it's your turn.
Directors for 2.
Thomas, take 2,400 points away from Jay and give them to Bird? What? Are you okay, Thomas?
Them are fighting words, boy.
Bird's not even here anymore.
Did you say directors for 2?
I did.
Leonard Nimoy.
What is 2?
That's right.
With 4 players, I never got a chance to even get into that category, even though they're all easy.
Yeah, right.
How
It's like
many films
ridiculous.
for 100?
Jay's blocking me.
William Shatner.
Oh, let's see. There was that one, then there was that one, and of course he did that one. What was one?
Yes, it was
Sorry,
like a dream.
difficult, guys. Every time I laugh now, I tend to cough. It's so annoying.
Okay, since the answer didn't come up, Jay, Generations was directed by David Carson.
Yep.
He did some TNG episodes.
He also did Emissary, by the way, right? He directed Emissary.
I believe so, yes.
Did he do Way
Mercer,
of the
it's your
Warrior?
turn.
Who directed Way of the Warrior? Was that Carson or was that?
That I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't
I
remember
would,
either. I
I would
love
have
that
to look that one
episode.
up.
Some episode that I claim is my favorite of Star Trek. I don't remember that one.
It is a good episode.
Yep.
DS9.
Mercer,
Warrior,
this is,
directed by
it is your
James
turn.
Conway.
Okay, I'll do.
Wait,
Okay,
who's
I'll do.
turn,
Name, sorry. I'll do name the actor for 400.
Thank you,
Okay,
sweet Jesus.
Mercer.
I'll bet it all.
You
I
have
don't
1,000.
care. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. It's like never bet it all before.
All right, true daily double, 1,800 points.
The female changeling.
Get it wrong. Get it wrong.
Who is Salome Jens?
That's it.
Ah, sheep dip.
Got it.
Yes.
The first name wasn't coming to me, but I had that last name down there. And Jay, we're dead.
Yep.
We're gone.
Oh,
Yep.
come on.
There's a
Come
long
on.
way to go still.
You're not that far behind. There's
It's a 4-player game,
Final
and Mercer just
Jeopardy.
took a
What are
command.
you worried
Four-player
about?
game, that's why I did.
You've
That's
got
why you
Final
didn't bet it all.
Jeopardy.
That's the only reason I
Mr.
even
President,
bet it all.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna go industry quotes to 2, please.
Most people in my experience wouldn't know reason if I walked up and shook their hand.
Yeah.
Most people in my experience.
Who is Quark?
That is incorrect.
Really?
Gosh, because that's who I
Tokyo.
thought said it.
I really thought it was Quark.
No, it's not coming to me. Pass. You know this, Jay?
Jay. Mercer.
Who is Odo?
That's right.
Ah,
He's talking about Ducat.
Okay.
Uh,
I was thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking.
Yeah, well,
I thought it was
Yeah.
Quark.
I thought it was too.
Me too.
No, I remember him saying that. I can clearly remember that scene. All
I
right,
believe
Tokyo.
you, don't worry.
Let's polish off the Starship classes. What is the Nebula class?
That's right.
You know what I never understood? Why Picard would not give command to the first officer. Instead, he would almost like tow the ship back home with a tractor beam. You know what I mean? In The Wounded, right? You know, he's like telling the Phoenix guy, Maxwell, he's like, you know, you could take command or we could tow your ship home. I'm like, that made no sense to me.
Yeah, it'd be a long way to tow.
Yeah. Just give it to a first officer.
Jay, it is your turn.
Or put Riker on it. Give him something to do.
Jay?
Jay's
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay, all right, Jay.
He sounded terrible.
Should we call emergency services?
Oh God.
Jay,
Are you okay?
You okay?
you okay?
All right, man.
Yeah. T went down the wrong hole.
Oh, dear.
No, sorry about that.
Quotables.
You missed your quotes with them.
Excuse my presumption, but this was my office only 2 weeks ago.
Who's the cut?
That is correct.
One of the best intro scenes ever.
Yes, indeed.
It was good.
Very good.
I hope you're going to be okay, Jay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's coughing. That's a good sign that he's coughing. So, okay, Mercer, your turn. You got a
I'll
900 point lead.
name the actor
Or-
for 300.
Old Jake Sisko.
Who is Tony Todd?
You got it.
Yay.
Mr. President, it's your turn.
I've got a lot of catching up to do. I'm gonna hope the video doesn't lag, and I'm gonna go El Frisco for 3, please.
I think I figured out why it was lagging, so hopefully it'll be okay. 300, you said.
Yes, please.
Oh.
Identify this episode.
I'm the one who needs. You've got me so I can sing. Adio, madam. Next time I'll take my chances with Maria Callas. Computer, delete the diva.
It lagged in, but I'm gonna say there's another one with the dark. What is the Darkly again? Darkling, sorry.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Tokyo.
I know the scene. I don't remember which episode. Nope. Pass.
Jay.
Was the Swarm.
That's the one. It's the first time he's saying opera on the show, I believe.
Okay.
Tokyo, it's your turn.
Fresco for 4.
Identify this episode.
Seems I found myself on the voyage of the damned. Very well. Please advise the highest ranking officer, who is not missing, to see me at his earliest convenience.
What is caretaker?
I'm afraid not.
Jay.
Yeah. What is timing again?
You got it.
Yeah.
I had the same reaction to that, Tokyo. But I thought, hey, it can't be a $400 clue. Okay, Jay, it's your
500.
turn.
Identify this episode.
Questa o quella no a quant'al che d'intorno mi vedo.
Mm, what is virtuoso?
That is incorrect.
Sheep then.
Mercer.
Pass.
Mr. President.
Pass. Pass.
Tokyo.
It's a collection thing, is it?
Tokyo.
No, pass.
That was from Renaissance Man, singing the Delta Flyer.
Yeah.
Mercer.
I'll take
Your
name
board.
the actor for 200.
Martok.
Who is J.G. Hertzler?
That's right.
But this is Gowron.
Yeah, it's a little bit
If you say so. Mr. President.
Name the actor for 100, please.
Jadzia Dax.
The Magnificent Terry Farrell. Who is the Magnificent Terry Farrell?
That is correct.
Technically, it's Terry Nimoy.
Yep.
What? Really?
Yep, she married Adam Nimoy.
Well, did
At
she
the
change
time,
her
that
name
was
though?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, she married Leonard Nimoy.
No, Adam Nimoy.
His son.
His son.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. When was that?
A few years ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Galaxy far, far away.
Lucky
200.
Adam Nimoy.
You know, there's not enough Orville in this game.
Identify this episode.
It's also very illogical.
Huh?
Illogical.
This is a $200 question? How? Pass.
That should have been 500.
Yeah.
See, I thought this one was easy. That's why I put it at 200.
Jay.
See,
I
you
thought
ain't
it was
passed.
easy too. Mercer.
Pass.
If Resolute's
Mr.
saying easy,
President.
then I really shouldn't be playing.
It's the one with the Dr. Daydreams, but I can't remember the name of the episode. So I'm going to have to pass.
You're on the right track. It was called Tinker, Tenor, Doctor, Spy.
Ah, okay.
Yep. That's it.
So, sorry, I should have got it back.
All right, Jay, you get the last. Sorry, Mr. President.
It's all right.
All right,
Go ahead.
Jay, you get the last
Yeah.
clue.
See if you can identify this episode.
You'll never I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Pass.
Mercer.
Pass.
Mr. President.
Pass.
Tokyo.
I refuse to answer.
Why? If you know it, why not?
I don't.
Okay.
Oh, he sang a duet with 7 of 9 in Someone to Watch Over Me.
Cool.
I've got no chance at all. Neither does Mr. President, for that matter. So I guess I can feel good.
That's not true. That's not true.
Everyone has a
You
chance.
could get it wrong.
There's always a chance with fun and Jeopnerdy.
You guys aren't going to get it wrong. I will.
All right.
Positive thinking.
Into final check.
Sorry. Carry on, Professor. Sorry.
It's okay. Heading into final Jeopnerdy, let's run down those scores. Mercer's in the lead with 4,800. Jay has 3,000. Tokyo, you have 2,500 points. And Mr. President, you're at 800. We put the room in the private chat again. Final Jeopnerdy. And let's reveal our... Yes, it's same room. You are not, Mr. President.
Okay, I'll have to log back.
And let's reveal our category.
Communications officers.
So if you could put in your bet amounts once you get into the buzzer room. And I do not accept that name, Tokyo.
What did you say?
What is the name I'm going by?
Sorry?
It is the name I'm going by. Because it is true.
When did you become such a defeatist, Senator?
I've been wondering that myself.
Pick your battles.
You bounce back. You need to have more faith in
On
yourself.
your home turf, Mr. President, right now.
I wish he had more positive attitude. Maybe he'd win.
Mr. President, if you could enter your bet amount, please.
Sorry.
The last time I had a positive attitude, Cinnabon kicked my butt from here to Tarsus 3. Six
okay, Jay,
times
if you
over.
could put in your bet
That's when
amount,
you
please.
started having your defeatist attitude, huh? Okay.
All right, let's reveal our clue.
Lieutenant Maress is one of many voice roles performed by this actress in the animated series.
Contestants, you have 30 seconds.
If I
Kapla.
can't the person's name,
Do your best. Do your best. Do your best.
Long spelling's close. It's fine.
Okay, Jay, if you could enter yours, please.
I hope it's right.
We shall see.
Damn.
Let me enter your responses. Let's see how y'all did. Mr. President, you had 800 points going into final Jeopardy. Let's see your response.
And Michelle Nichols, that is unfortunately incorrect.
Oh, yeah.
See how much you bet.
Oh, no.
800.
It's the other one.
And
the
takes
other
you back
one.
down to 0.
Yeah.
Tokyo, you had 2,500 points, and your response?
Michelle Barrett. And that is correct. Nicely done.
And your bet was 2,500, doubling your score to 5,000.
No, don't congratulate me. I lost.
I didn't know if we were supposed
Jay,
to
you
write
had-
down Roddenberry with her name or not.
Not necessary.
You had 3,000. Your response.
And you got it?
And you bet it all. 6,000.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
You're not supposed to reveal. You're not supposed to reveal.
Anyway, I
Who
reveal
was
it.
it?
Mercer,
You
you
got
had
it wrong?
4,800.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got it wrong because I don't know the
wow.
animated show, dude. I just was guessing, you know.
That's a good guess. She did
Dang,
a lot
I
of
should
voices
have
too.
I should have said Nichelle Nichols so he could have won.
No, I did.
That
I don't
takes you
know.
down to 4,097. You don't let me talk! Who's running this game after all?
We don't
Jay,
know.
you are the champion.
Congratulations, Jay.
Hey, you got to 5,000, Tokyo. Hello.
Good job.
Yeah. Good job, Jay, and good job,
Thank
Tokyo, in second place.
Good job. I had a lot of fun, guys, tonight.
Good
Thank
game.
you very much.
Good
It was a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
Thanks y'all for playing.
And we only got 51 more weeks left until the new year.
Imagine that.
Counting already?
That's positive thinking right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I wasn't even
wow.
paying attention, so I didn't bet it all.
Well, I didn't know to bet all of it, or I couldn't calculate how much I needed to whoop his butt, and I don't think I had enough to whoop his butt if he bet it all, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Mercer
Yeah,
dominated this game.
Well, no, I lost Final Jeopardy because I don't know the animated show. I knew, like, I couldn't think of who else does the voices. I knew there was one. I knew there were two women that did all the voices, and I couldn't think of the other one. So
Yeah, there were only like 3 extra voice actors that really ever appeared on the show, and that was James Doohan, Majel Barrett, and Nichelle Nichols. I don't even think Amanda was played by Majel Barrett.
Yes.
Probably,
They did get Mark Laird for Sarek, though, but that kind of
Yes,
thing
they
was
did.
unusual.
Yeah.
they really
Did James Doohan do a woman's voice in the animated series?
Not that
Might
I know
have.
of. It's possible.
Because he did most of the male voices for the extra characters.
Yeah.
There was a comic book in Star Trek, DC Star Trek, where Uhura finally gets the captain's seat, the Khan, and she tells an ambassador, well, it's about time. I laughed when I read that.
I thought she did once in the original series, but obviously not.
She did in TAS.
I know she
She
did.
did take the helm though in the original series, not the helm. Like what's
No.
the not the helm, the con? What is the one on the
The
looking at it
Navigator.
on the left? The navigator.
Tactical.
Navigator. Yeah.
She did that more than once, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Navigator
She
Tactical.
did.
I'd love to stay and check, guys.
Oh
but
yeah.
I've got-
Oh, I know what you're talking about. The
calls
con.
tonight.
Yeah. Navigator station.
Yeah, the one on the left when you're looking at it.
Yeah. But she only had she only took the captain's seat in TAS and then in a comic book.
She really kicked ass in her small part in Star Trek 3, though, man, where she got the
Yeah, that was really
transporter scene. That's a very
Anyway,
good.
Now get in the closet.
Guys. Good catching up with you.
Good to see you, Mr. President.
Good to see you.
And
Thanks
for
see you
coming on
later,
the show,
Mr.
Mr.
President.
President.
See ya. Good playing with you on this. That was great.
Take it easy.
In the adaptation she, Uhura, has a little more to do. She's staying behind to jam frequencies to where Space Dock can't contact Grissom to warn about the Enterprise coming. And then she, after that, she gets on board the Vulcan ship with Sarek to head for Vulcan.
Yeah, they could have explained that in the movie, but I think it's kind of like almost implied. But yeah, you're right, dude. That's totally right.
Yeah.
She's just a great part of the cast. I like her a lot.
Leonard Nimoy had requested to do the jamming scene, but they said that's a little bit long for the movie, so let's just imply that she just went with Sarek to Vulcan.
They gave Nimoy so many restrictions on that movie. Like it was almost like they were directing him and he was directing the movie.
Yeah. But when Star Trek 4 came out, they just let him have the reins.
Yeah, they really did.
But they didn't do the same thing with William Shatner in Star Trek 5 like they did Leonard Nimoy in Star Trek 3. Because, you see what happens. Because they knew that William Shatner had already directed several episodes of T.J. Hooker.
Actually, Nimoy directed a few episodes too to practice.
Yeah.
Great. Galeron's arm fell off and I can't fix it.
Oh.
Check the Klingon ship. Check the Klingon ship where those two guys in boots beamed aboard and shot that one Klingon's arm off.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened here.
Yeah, my aide worker was watching the movie with me, and when that happened, she said, "Dang, ripped that sucker's arm off." I said, "Sure did." See, they needed a living witness for the trial.
Indeed.
Yeah. So the last couple of days when I was under the weather, I was binging Enterprise. I don't like watching it on Paramount because I like owning the episodes. So yeah, I was binge watching Enterprise. Great show.
Shoot, we don't know. Paramount may give out the license for the shows and take it off Paramount Plus, because that's what they did for the Star Trek movies.
Did you know that Seth MacFarlane does the commentary track for the episode Cause and Effect?
I did not know that.
On the Blu-rays for the Next Generation, he does the commentary track. He also does a meeting with all the cast. He runs the table meeting on one of the special features.
I think there's only two people that have beat Riker at poker, and that's Shelby and Crusher.
No, you're probably right about that.
Shelby and Crusher.
They both did. They both did beat him.
I love the episode where he's trying to win Data's chips, so he plays this card trick with him, and when he says, "Okay, throw them away," he just throws them away.
That's good. I think when MacFarlane created the Orville, he knew that certain things were comic gold, and that is one to have a droid character, somebody take things literally, and then a Worf character, with a straight face. He just knew that those were always going to be comic gold, and that's why Bortus and Isaac were just awesome.
Well, I think Seth had a good thinking thing when he didn't put transporters on the ship. He was afraid that
it'd be too
Paramount
much.
would come after him.
You don't need transporters. Now we can. Back then they needed them because of the budget and stuff, but now you can have the shuttles taking off and landing. It does slow down the story a little bit, but it's fine. They do it. Ever since Enterprise, they figured out how to do it pretty much as fast as transporting. They show a couple shots of a shuttle leaving and stuff.
Just recycle the crap out of it.
You know, the British, they call them teleporters instead of transporters. I wonder if
it depends on the show.
I wonder if Paramount or CBS trademarked the name transporters for the reason, because in Blake 7
Doctor Who,
they call it. Huh?
In Doctor Who, they're called transmats.
Oh, okay. I love Blake 7. Have y'all seen that?
I have not.
Nope.
They had a Blake 7 YouTube channel, but they, for some reason, they took all the episodes off they shut the channel down. I don't know if it was due to copyright issues or the person just got tired of it and shut it down. But I watched every last one of them, and I wish they'd bring it back. Because
good night, Mike Richards.
Good night. Because they one person has a YouTube channel and is putting all the episodes of Barney Miller. So I'm watching that before they take it down. Love Barney Miller.
Yeah, I used to watch Barney Miller back in the day. That was a fun show.
I love how Harris calls the Bellevue ambulance the cookie truck, the enchanted forest.
I don't remember that. That was been a long time. And I wasn't very old when that show was on, so.
He calls Bellevue and he tells them, yes, we have a client for the enchanted forest.
I remember them calling Bellevue quite a bit, but I don't remember all of it. I was probably too young to get the reference, but
yeah. Oh, we got a town called Pineville in Louisiana, and it was a mental hospital.
And it's funny. I grew up about 25 minutes away from a city called Bellevue.
Oh wow!
Different state, of course, but
yeah. If y'all ever want to move to a town that reminds you of Mayberry, go to Tipton, Indiana. Tipton, Indiana. It's like Mayberry there. Friendliest folks you'll ever meet. And small. The unless they've increased it, the outside area where the prisoners do their recreation is small, very small, and they only had 2 jail cells, like Mayberry.
I've been to Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah, but their courthouse and city hall looks like Big Ben.
Interesting.
Yeah. But they got a lot of industry there. It's either Chrysler or Ford, where they build cars there, and they've got 2 others. So they're not hurting. I went there for 2 months witnessing for the Lord. Wonderful time there. Then the Lord told me to come back home. I wish he'd allowed me to stay. Shoot, that's a great place.
Sounds nice.
It is, man. It is. But they have a pizza restaurant called Pizza Shack on the tracks. And it's right behind a historical railroad where they have an historic train. And they bring passengers to Tipton on 1 day a week. I think it's on Saturdays. and they had this pizza restaurant. It's weird. Their pizzas, they don't cut it up in slices. They cut them up in little squares.
Yeah, I've seen pizza like that.
Sicilian pizza.
It's I think, Jay, if I'm not mistaken, it's a round pie, but they cut it up in squares.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's round, but they cut it in squares. Now, the Walmart, see, Bastrop, when they built our new Walmart super center thing with the grocery and everything, they didn't mean to build this Walmart into the largest Walmart. That was for another town, but they did. And then Tipton built theirs. I mean, Kokomo, Indiana built theirs. That thing looks like a freaking mall.
You know,
I mean, it should have its own zip code. And they have more electrical shopping carts than anybody does. It's like 30 or 40. And there's a town in Missouri called Boomtown. It literally has its own zip code.
Boomtown.
In my town, we have the largest and the second largest ShopRites in the entire world, right within like 10 minutes of each other.
I don't know if that is the town's name, but it's in this town, and the thing is called Boomtown. It has nothing but gas stations for truckers, 18-wheelers, and then they have reason why they call it Boomtown is they sell nothing but fireworks in this one shop. 24 hours, 7 days a week. And then they have a hunting thing, a salon, a kind of like a miniature, like a convenience store, but it has everything. And then they have a cafeteria style restaurant. Great place.
Well, I had a lot of fun. That was a great game. That was fun.
Yeah, it was. Great night.
Yeah,
All three games
really
were good.
questions.
Well, thank you. Appreciate you.
You know, if it was a buzzer round, that one category with the how many films, you could just rip through those. Those are all pretty easy. How many films?
This week was a lot better than last week, even though I was surprised I won all three games. I'm not tooting my own horn. I was just literally surprised. And those questions were, oh my God, hard.
Well, I'll try to find a balance. You have some hard questions and some easier questions.
Hey, I'm not knocking it, John. You are a great person to come up with questions and answers.
Thank you.
He's fantastic.
Yes. So are you.
I get blown away every week.
I've been trying to come up with clues. When I'm at work, a sub, I just like have my journal and I come up with Jeopardy questions, but I don't know if I'm ever going to use them anywhere. But yeah, it's fun. Like I have like hundreds of them that I wrote down in my journal just in case. Anybody needs.
Tokyo and John gave you a high praise, Professor, on your computer skill.
Oh,
indeed. Yes, yesterday on Tokyo's channel.
Oh, okay.
And I had said that Tokyo was a master at computer skills, and John Tokyo said not as much as the professor, which I agreed.
I don't know. Tokyo's got a lot of skill in programming. Actually, I think he has more than I do. But
well, you do a good job here.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And on question of track.
Thank you.
And not only that, do we want to tell them about next week, Professor?
We can do that.
For next week's game of Jeopardy, I'm going to be out of town for much of this week. So the professor has kindly volunteered to write the questions for next week's game.
We're dead.
I don't know about that. We'll see how I do.
Well, if you need help, I'll disqualify myself, and you can use any of the questions that I wrote in my journal. If you need if you need help, if you want it. You know,
I appreciate that. You know, John and I were talking about it over the last, I don't know, well, today, and I've come up with a lot of ideas already. So
yeah, I just wanted to put it out there because when I'm bored, because I'm a substitute teacher, so when I'm doing high school, I have nothing to do. I just sit there and take attendance. So just to keep myself busy, I come up with these things. I just wanted to offer because I have a whole bunch already written. If you can't think of anything.
Oh, like I said, I got a lot of ideas going in my head. So,
but I just wanted to offer. That's all. Just because they're there, really to use.
I will not kill you, Resolute. Not any more than John does.
Amen, term.
I can't believe you're making me out like this.
No, that just means they're going to be great questions.
I hope so.
Probably so great that we can't even answer them.
I can tell.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
Which means that you're just as good as John.
We'll see about that.
You might like his questions better than mine.
Oh, you haven't seen him yet, John. So
you have some good questions that you've come up with, John. I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
Like I
Stop
said,
brooding.
I'm amazed
Stop
every
brooding,
week. So.
Tokyo.
Huh?
There you go. You finally said something.
What am I doing?
I said stop brooding. We didn't hear you, so I thought you were brooding.
He's
emotional state
for the campaign.
A somber emotional
kidding,
state.
don't you?
You've been brooding ever since we got back to the ship. A somber emotional state. What episode is that from, guys?
I don't know.
Sounds familiar.
I'm drawing a blank.
It's from Piece of the Action.
Oh.
Remember when they get back?
Yes.
After they get back from
because he left the communicator. He left the communicator.
Well, both of them were brooding. He's like, if you guys are both brooding, it's a emotional state. Would you care to explain it? And Spock was like, well, I don't see how, what sense it makes for the Federation to come by with a starship every year and get their cut. And Kirk explained his plan for that. Of putting it back
which
into
he
surgery.
Totally made up on the spot.
Yeah, which is awesome. I love that. And then Bones, of course, was brooding about the communicator.
Yeah. Star Trek
left it.
Go ahead.
Just saying the line. I think I left it in his office.
Yeah, it's such a great episode. I love that episode.
That's a fun episode.
You were going to say something about a movie or something, Jay?
I don't remember now.
I'm sorry, Jay.
No, it's okay.
I think that's where they got the idea for the episode The Communicator, which is like an Enterprise where they leave the communicator on the planet.
Yeah.
Can't they just beam up the communicator with the freaking transporter?
Yeah. Dude.
That would be too convenient.
Yeah. Oh, in Star Trek 6, they should have made Uhura and Chekhov a captain. Everyone was a captain except Chekhov, Uhura, and McCoy. They should have all been promoted.
And what's up with the Viridian patch? Remember they had a Viridian patch?
Yeah, that was a Velcro thing.
Yeah, it's like a Velcro communication thing from Viridian 3.
Looks like Gonzalez, they didn't search them very well when they arrested him.
I'm surprised they didn't make him change clothing.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, Andor could have used that when he was on Arcana 5.
You know, for as good as that movie actually was, Star Trek 6 is a mess.
Oh yeah, it's really sloppy in a lot of ways. I mean, there's like so many little flaws with it that it really, like, I hate the scene where she slides down the pole. First of all, because it makes no sense, and secondly, when she does it, you can see the entire plastic set shake. You know what I mean? She's like, it's terrible. It's an absolutely terrible, and it's so weird to hear Scotty insult Klingon women. You know, in that movie when he's like, that Klingon bitch. I'm like, why would he say that?
It's in his character though. It's in his character because he hates Klingons.
Yeah, but it just seems, the movie just seems off, just ever so slightly off. Like, it's good, it's a good movie, but it's not.
Yeah,
doesn't quite work.
Well, William Shatner couldn't get a stripper pole put in for Star Trek 5, so he demanded one for Star Trek 6.
In his personal quarters, and they still denied him. So we saw what you did in Star Trek 5. Actually, they got plenty of stripper poles.
You saw the replicator in his quarters, so they have replicators in the kitchen. And I still say those food clots.
they cause clots, all right.
Food clots and TOS are replicators.
Protein synthesizers.
Yeah.
They're less sophisticated than replicators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you watch Discovery, and then they've got replicators.
In Enterprise, they say that they can replicate basic stuff.
Discovery?
I don't. I saw it. They say they pretend it's Star Trek. It's some sort of ripoff of Star Trek. I don't know.
They try to say it's a flute. Oh, there I go again. Food slot. Food slot, but it's a replicator.
Are you guys going to watch Picard season 3? Because, like, I'm hearing that Robert Meyer Burnett says it's amazing, and that once you get to episode 4, you'll be hooked. To me, I'll watch it because I'm just curious to see if he's right. But it looks so dark.
How has he seen it?
He saw it like a year ago. I guess he's friends with Terry Matthias, who's the producer.
Oh.
He saw. Well, he has a lot of scoop in Star Trek. He produced the DVDs and the Blu-rays and all that stuff for some of the stuff. So anyway, it doesn't look good, but if he says it's so good, I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
Who's got their cloaking device on in the private chat?
That's me.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You don't have a name because there's this problem. Okay.
I hear that Robert Meyer Burnett and Doomcock are at it.
They still are.
Oh, wow.
I was going to do a video on it, but Popcast did one already.
What are they fighting about?
Popcast?
Season 3. Yeah. They're fighting about season 3.
I got to watch it.
Oh, I did see that on Twitter that they were fighting.
I better look that up right now while I'm thinking about it because I'll forget it. The name of it. You said Popcast.
Yep.
I don't necessarily trust that Robert Meyer Burnett saying it's awesome, but I'm going to watch it just to see how it turns out, I think.
I just can't see, like, it looks like it's a bunch of actors that are aged out of their roles. It's dark. It's got, where's the exploration? Where's the moral code? Like, to me, the best season of Star Trek recently was the Orville season 3. It's technically not Star Trek, but it exemplified everything I wanted to see in Star Trek in one season.
I can't disagree with that.
Oh, crap. It's only members can see it.
Boo. I'm not a member. I saw it on Twitter. Actually, not the Popcast video, but the actual fight.
I wonder if they'll release it later.
Probably not.
That'd do you become a member? How do you
That
become
is
a
a
member?
good point, Thomas. You have to pay. You click the join button on their
Oh,
channel, and then you pay them.
I'm what's it called?
Premium.
I can't think of the word of it, but I'm on a limited income on disability, so I can't afford to spend a lot of money for joining stuff. But there is one that I would love to join. It's called, and I hope you don't mind if I plug something, John. If you do, I won't say it.
That's fine. Go ahead.
It's called Just Some, SUUM. Just Some Reviews, I think it is. And husband and wife reviews movies. And it's so fun. You need to watch their airplane review. I was laughing my head off. And their Kentucky Fried Movie was good too.
I've seen that channel. It's really good. I
All
enjoyed
of
their
them's good.
airplane.
All of them's good, really. But I don't watch horror movies, and right now they're into watching some horror movies. Jaws and the movie Magic. Back in the 70s, there was a movie come out of theaters called Magic, and it was, I think, who was the rifleman? Chuck Connors? I think it's Chuck Connors. He plays a man, and he has puppets, like what are those things called that Jeff Dunham has? Can't think. Ventriloquist dummies. Dummies, that's it. And they come alive. And I went to see that movie. It traumatized me. Then I went over to a neighbor's house and watched Jaws. Forget it. That was the end of me. I had nightmares because of Jaws when I was a kid. But
Well, I think I'm going to get going, get some writing done before I go to bed. I might watch Emissary. Thanks for letting me play.
Well, thanks for joining us, Mercer.
Hey, Mercer, good game today, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Everybody did
well.
Yeah,
I think I got lucky on that one question. I went with my gut for Yankee Kian. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's it, so I just went for it. The Yankee Kian one from Deep Space Nine.
When I gave the answer to was it you, Mercer, or was it Bird? I think it was Bird. I gave the answer to Bird, and then he he gave me the answer, but not really, because I knew the answer. He did the same thing I did.
Yeah. for this is like the most I've never went all in on Double Jeopardy or audio. Well, what is that, Daily Double before? So this is the first time I even did that. So, yeah, that was fun.
It paid off.
Yeah, but it's the first time I had the balls to do it. I just figured, I might as well try it once. So
I had planned to go all in on all three if I played all three today, so Tokyo would win, but it backfired, and oh well.
Yeah, thanks for a good time. I really had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming on.
All right. Have a good one, guys. I'm going to log out and talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
Take it easy, Mercer.
Okay. Good night,
Thanks.
Mercer.
Bye.
Later, dude.
Yeah. What you doing tomorrow, Tokyo? Or today?
Today is I don't know. Tomorrow I've got some personal stuff I gotta take care of.
Yeah.
Trying to wind up a concluded job that ended. Involuntarily ended, I might add.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
What do you think you can do now?
I'm probably gonna go flip burgers for a little while until I figure it out.
Mm.
Until I get a project or something. I'll keep going freelance, but I need to get money so I can pump some juice into advertising so I can get some freelance gigs. But I don't know. I don't want to do freelance here. I might just,
Well, maybe you
advertise with
can. Maybe you can do what a lot of YouTubers are doing: just do YouTube all the time, and maybe get paid for it.
my channel is so far behind. There's no way I could get.
Son, stop being negative. There are so many of them that started that way, and they grew. It's just you are very smart. You are very smart, talented, and I think your YouTube channel would grow just like theirs.
Thank you for the compliment, but I will preface that by saying if this was 2010, maybe, if this was about 2010, 2011, yeah, I'd have a chance. But this is 2023 with all of the restrictions now in place and all the mainstream hordes putting their hands in the pockets of everything. If you're not successful now, you're not going to be. So it's really hard for new creators to start.
That's what a lot of people thought, but look at them. They're shooting up. There's a guy named Culture Casino. He just, I think he just recently started a couple of years ago, and he's shooting up. He's got a lot of members for, I think it's called Patreon or something. He's doing well. He goes on Midnight Edge a lot and does stuff with them too.
Oh no, Midnight's Edge. Oh, get away from those rage farmers as fast as you can.
I like it, and I like Mecha Random.
Oh.
I just like watching their videos. I'm not saying that I agree with what they're saying, but for entertainment, I like to watch it.
Yeah, I stopped watching them a long time ago because once I'd finally realized they were actually rage farming. Well, they try to put like Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers and Doomcock into the rage farming category, but Midnight's Edge, the one American guy who's, I believe, is sleeping with Mecha 42. I could be wrong.
They're not with Midnight Edge anymore.
They were, when I stopped watching them, they were seriously rage farming. They never talked about any kind of valid point or criticism. Whereas, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, Gary from Nerdrotic, Doomcock, as agree or disagree with the practices that Doomcock does, his points are valid. His points, and this is why it's kind of hard to critique the argument that's going on Twitter. As I said to Louis Sparrow in the chat just now, I agree with both of them. Yeah, we should probably give Star Trek Picard season 3 a chance. If there's a good chance it's really good because it's 100% Terry Matalas. And I trust somebody from the Berman era, which he is. He's worked on Voyager and Enterprise during the Berman era. He brought back a lot of Berman era behind the scenes producers, including the Okudas. So that right there tells me a lot that Terry Matalas gives a crap about what he's doing. But I also agree with Doomcock that it's too little too late. The well has been poisoned. Michael Chabon did enough damage in all of season 1, half of season 2, and the absolute abuse coming from creators, actors, producers, writers, everybody against fans that have even the smallest criticism about their product. going off
If
on
they want to do something for the
fans,
fans, they should listen to the fans.
Right. And unfortunately, Terry Metalis is part of that group that I mean, he flat out called somebody an incel. Although he didn't say it like you are an incel. He said, "Oh, new Trek, what incels are calling it nowadays, or the incel argument, or something like that."
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I get it, but New Trek is not an incel thing. New Trek is like New Coke.
Yeah. God, that was a mess.
Yeah.
I remember buying a can of that when it first came out. My daddy actually threw the can next to the building that the Coke machine was at. He said, "We're never buying it ever again." Well, when Classic Coke came out, it took us 2 months to get my daddy to buy one because none of us were allowed to buy one or sneak one in the house, nothing. And when we finally got him to drink it, he said, "Okay, we'll buy."
Classic Coke, that's the one where they switched out the high fructose corn syrup for actual sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, for a long while, I think it's Africa. I may be mistaken. I'm never wrong. I may never be right, but I'm never wrong. Like my daddy says. Now in
Not
Europe,
sure how that works.
Yeah. Oh, it works fine. In Europe, I think Africa, it may be another country, continent, whatever. But they sold New Coke for a long time there. They loved it. But I don't know if they still sell it over there or not. But what they should have done, and I agree with the person that did the YouTube video about New Coke, they should have brought out New Coke and kept the old Coke and sold it both, like they do now with regular Coke, Cherry Coke, and all the others. That was their mistake. But I also think that they were doing it on purpose to get sales, to beat Pepsi, because that's the reason why they changed to New Coke, to try to beat Pepsi out, because they were losing sales from Pepsi. And I don't know why anybody would like Pepsi, for goodness sake. Oh my gosh. And it's like Mountain Dew when they came out with a new flavor the first time. I said, if you dare take away Mountain Dew. Oh, Lord.
I'm surprised they didn't take it away in California yet.
Oh,
that was out in
Not
LA
like
and they had Mountain
Pepsi?
Dew.
Really?
Yeah.
Not
they
like
taking
Pepsi?
it out of California?
What's that, Jay?
They took it out in California?
I saw it in the 7-Eleven across the street from the hotel I was staying at, so they didn't take it out. I'm surprised they didn't.
Oh.
If Bird is anywhere around here, I think they tried and may have succeeded to take it out of New York.
Why? Mountain Dew's good.
High sugar, high
right now.
In New York City, Mayor when Bloomberg was mayor, and Cuomo, the recent Cuomo that is trying to stage a comeback after his SEX scandal, scumbag. Anyway, they went to war on sugar and sweet beverages and carbonated drinks and everything. Yeah, they went to war on that, and Bloomberg imposed like a 200% tax on any fountain drinks.
Well, it's like when they put a tax of $10 for a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
You can't get a pack of cigarettes without paying that $10 sales tax.
Yep.
And nobody can say I'm wrong, because I've got a church member's son that lives in New York, and he doesn't smoke, but he saw the prices. So he says, yes, they did do that. So you're looking at over $100 for a carton of cigarettes. I ain't living there because I smoke.
And I lived in New York, and that was when they were coming up with when the prices were only like $70 or $80 for a carton.
Mm-hmm.
And I say only because look at they are now right about.
Yep. Because a pack of cigarette cheap. I had to go to the cheapest cigarette because my cigarettes that I usually buy is $6. I said I ain't paying that. So I then started smoking what they call cigarillos. It's like a cigarette, but it's cigars, and it's 99 cents a pack. They're okay, but they don't taste as good, and you have to keep lighting them up because they go out.
Yeah.
Real easy. So I had to go with the cheapest one, which it's not that good, but at least it's cheap.
I used to smoke Black and Mild. Speaking of cigars, I used to smoke Black and Mild.
I got a lot of residents here that smells. That smokes Black and Mild. Smells Black and Mild. Jeez. I can't talk.
They smell really good and they taste decent.
Yeah.
But I actually haven't smoked. I don't know if they changed anything. I haven't smoked anything since 2002.
Yeah.
So dang near 20 years.
Yeah.
But and I only like bought a pack maybe every 4 months.
Oh wow.
So yeah, no,
so you weren't really a smoker then.
No. And
because
I was dating
smoke
this
3
one
cartons
girl.
a month.
I was dating this one girl who actually drove me to try to start smoking because she drove me crazy. A lot of infighting, a lot of personal problems. And I actually started with Marlboro cigarettes. Smoked like 3 of them. That was the end of it because I absolutely hated the shakes that came with it. I'm like, this is not for me. And then I kicked her out.
I had the shakes when I got off cigarettes. I've never had shakes when I smoked. Now, I'll tell you this. I had quit cigarettes for like 15 years. And I don't even know how, when I started it. But then all of a sudden, I was conscious to know that I was smoking a cigarette. And I'm going like, wait a minute, you quit. What happened? And you know, once you start it's hard to quit. The last time I just asked the Lord, I was outside smoking 15 years. Well, it's been now 20 years that I quit. And I asked the Lord, would you take this habit away from me? And as soon as I said amen, I got sick at my stomach. I had to run around the building and I got sick. I was, black bile. And I said, that's it. And I was going to throw them away in the dumpster. And this dude said, no, I'll take them. I said, well, that's you and the Lord. And then all of a sudden, I started up again. I don't know why. And now it's hard for me to quit.
Now, there's a passage in the Bible that talks about the powers and principalities of the air and things like that, how we're always in a struggle against them. There's a reason why they have that warning in the Bible, and it's because that the demons that we face, and I'm speaking to myself too, are so much stronger than you think.
Oh, yes. Preach it, brother.
And they are they know your weakness, and they make it so hard for you to lean on the Lord that they actually punish you for leaning on the Lord. Like the Lord will answer your prayers, but then they'll turn around and get you.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what seems to happen.
Amen.
And it's
all
one big thing. Yeah, Matthew.
Well, let's say that.
Well, speaking of smoking, apparently it's still a problem in Starfleet. They got no smoking signs at the transporter rooms.
Yeah. I'd like to see that. Who was that Matthew, that Salty Trekker I used to watch movies with? He should be on here.
That's the Matthew we're talking about.
He was good in Star Trek, wasn't he?
He's a real busy recently. Yes.
Yeah.
And depending on the day, he can be good. But he gets things mixed up.
Hence, Farpoint and Encounter.
Exactly.
Yeah. But he does really love Code of Honor, so there's that.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Code of Honor?
That's his favorite episode, in fact.
Wow.
Yar in that one Nubian princess going around the jungle gym trying to kill each other.
Uh-huh. Another hint at stripper poles.
And racism.
I really didn't.
Racist because they're aliens. They're black people. It's a racist
That's
episode.
what I was saying for a long time. Then all of a sudden I rewatched it and I said, yeah. Now I see it. Yeah.
It's racist. Like Gene Roddenberry was one of the biggest racists ever. And yes, I'm making that claim very, very confidently.
Even though he was dating Michelle Nichols at one time.
Oh, just because you like to dip the stick in the oil doesn't mean that you're not racist.
Oh, Lord.
Roddenberry was bad. Really bad. Oh,
I wish I could meet you, dude. We would be, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
We'd have a good time.
This is why Kirk was. Now I just realized this is why he designed Kirk the way he did.
Yeah.
Because it was a reflection of him.
And then the same with Riker.
Yeah. Riker's was dialed down to a little bit, though, especially after Roddenberry lost control of the Next Generation.
Yeah.
Which is cool because we went from Minuet to somebody more subdued and chasing after Troy and hooking up with Troy sometimes. And
thank God he didn't have the $1 million to get the rights of Star Trek when it ended, and Paramount offered him $1 million to get the rights, and he just didn't have it. So thank goodness. It would probably have been worse.
And he tried to stay in control when he was EP of Next Gen.
Yeah.
But Berman wasn't having it.
And look at the motion picture. That's the reason why they took it away from him.
Yep.
To not do 2, because look how much he cost that movie. But in actuality, it made a lot of money. But we don't know how much they used financially, dollars to commercialize it, because they commercialized it a lot.
Right. And
so
the thing
we
is,
don't know if they made if they got even or made money on that movie.
I think if I recall reading like Star Trek Movie Memories by William Shatner, I think they lost. It bombed at the box office, even though it didn't make enough back. But what ended up happening is
170 something million or something like that, but it should have made like 300 to get their to make a profit.
About back then, it's probably about 250, maybe a little bit less, with advertising, marketing, and all that.
Yeah.
But what happened was that with the home releases and the re-releases and the remasters and everything like that, that's where the title's making all of its money from now. Unfortunately, at the time, and including now, Hollywood's not looking 40 years into the future. Hollywood's looking at the now. So that's it didn't work for the studio they don't have the predictability, or they don't have the ability to read into the future anyway. So all they're seeing is, well, this movie bombed now. Roddenberry was producing it. The effects were not finished and were really shoddy. 10 years later, we look at the home video release / the broadcast release, where they actually dared to show Kirk coming out of an incomplete, unfinished special effects soundstage for his spacewalk.
Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, with his cables, I might add, which was still really, really bad. Paramount was looking at most of that and going, no. So Robert Weiss, you're fired. Roddenberry, you're fired. Harv Bennett, we need you. Nicholas Myers, help write the next couple of films for us and direct one. And we're changing this now. And we got to make it less Star Trekky and more
Star Wars.
I believe they actually did say closer to Star Wars.
Because
Nicholas Meyer came in with Star Trek
made it into like a submarine movie.
Did it? Yes, he did. That's what I was going to say. He said, well, I'm not going to do Star Wars. I mean, we can do action, keep it interesting, but this is Star Trek. This is a completely different property than Star Wars. What are we going to do? We've got these huge ships that are the size of skyscrapers. We're not going to be able to do high intensity combat. What are we going to do?
Right.
Resolute's 100% right. That was one of Roddenberry's best skills.
Yeah. And actuality, Star Trek 5 was a script from Gene Roddenberry's Phase 2, but Shatner did a little tweaking with it.
Yeah.
Because Roddenberry had wrote a script about finding God.
It was called The God Thing was the name of that episode, if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
I just don't like the ship. I just don't like the ship that they created, that they had thought up and drew, that became Discovery. I just don't like that ship.
There was an artist rendition, and I actually did a 3D model of, and I deleted that the virtual drive by accident. Somebody who did the Discovery ships in TOS Jeffrey style.
Yeah.
And he did the Crossfield class, and it looked flippin' amazing. I like the idea of the Crossfield class, not the concept in Universe of Y, but the design is okay. I just hate the execution of it. When they first showed that stupid preview of it coming out of the asteroid dock, all the way up into what we've got, and now it's even more stupid with detached nacelles and programmable matter and planet-sized freaking amusement park roller coaster rides for turbo shafts that fly across open universe and null space. Like,
stupid.
Even in the 23rd century version of it, where you looked up through the transparent glass, you saw the flipping. It looked like the demon drop from Cedar Point going on these tracks. And I think only I think, Jeff, you're the only one that probably gets that reference right now.
I know what you're talking about exactly.
Yeah, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Everything about Discovery is horrible.
I agree with that.
It would have been good if they didn't fire what's his face? Not Ron Moore. The guy that was originally supposed to do it, who was also a Berman era guy in DS9.
Fuller.
Brian Fuller, that's right. And they also fired Nick Myers. Nick Myers was supposed to help co-produce and write a lot of the material for it. And we got a completely different show than it was supposed to be. We were only supposed to see like that era where it took place in for maybe part of the season or part of the series, and then just follow Michael Berman through her career.
Yeah.
Going through actual TOS, going through the motion picture era, going in through all the way up to Star Trek 6, maybe just, as an old woman, it's supposed to be an anthology series. Kind of like the Young Rock, if you watch Young Rock on NBC or Peacock. That show is awesome. I like The Rock. I'm a show for The Rock. But that was originally supposed to be the concept for Discovery. Alex Kurtzman fired them, put in the woke squad, and now we got what we got, and nobody wants it.
Well, didn't Brian Fuller leave Discovery because something happened to his member of his family?
No. He was fired. I mean, you might be thinking about Zack Snyder from DC. Zack Snyder from DC left one of his movies.
No, I'm thinking of the guy from Justice League. He had a family member die.
Yeah, that was Zack Snyder. He was supposed to be directing.
Yeah. I get them too confused.
His stepdaughter committed suicide.
Yeah. Now, in Enterprise, I always thought, why are you inventing a new class when we have it in canon that the ship should have been the Daedalus?
Well, I've read before that.
Go ahead.
I've read before that some of the people in the art department, if it had been up to them, it would have been a Daedalus class. But the powers that be wanted something sleeker looking, basically.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad they invented a new class of ship. I like the profile, the NX class. I prefer that over the Akira. And the reason why I'm saying the Akira is because everybody called it the Akira prize. It just flipped the model upside down. But I actually prefer that. It might be my headcanon or whatever, but I've always imagined the Daedalus class being pre-TOS Discovery era type of ship, not a class of ship that would be prevalent in the Romulan War era. What I'm glad they didn't do is what I feared they were going to do is make a rocket ship and call it Enterprise.
Yeah.
Or the stupid ring ship. And that's the
I just wish they would put a Daedalus class on one of the shows or movies because we've never seen it. We've just seen it on Cisco's desk. And I wonder why, because he never served on one.
Well, Cisco is a student of Starfleet history. Hence his love affair with 23rd Century and Captain Kirk. But fun fact, I don't know how fun it is for some of you people. There is a wall in Captain Pike's ready room, his massive ready room. That has the ships that were named Enterprise. And so you've got the NXL-1 on one side, and on the other, there's a Daedalus class.
Yep.
So there is a Daedalus class Enterprise in between NXL-1 and the Constitution. In that universe.
Wow.
Let me preface in that universe. Because it's not our universe.
No. I don't know why they came up with the word prime universe. It's not a prime universe. It's a Star Trek original universe. That's what they should have called it.
Well, that's what it means.
I know. I'm just a stickler of things, Some things just bug the heck out of me.
I guess it's just easier to say prime.
Yeah.
And it is the prime universe, but it's not the universe.
Yeah.
Did you know that the real universe?
That's right.
When they were creating Star Trek 3 and they were creating the Excelsior, one fun fact is they had said that what if the Japanese had created the Excelsior?
Yep.
And then also when they built a model to show them what it would look like, they had the name Valiant on it instead of Excelsior. They changed the name because they were going to go with Valiant, but they thought Excelsior sounded more like prominent, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm glad they went with Excelsior. I really like the name, but I'm not a big fan of the original class. The Type B is where it's at. As I stare at my Enterprise B model,
I don't care for either one, actually.
You don't like the Excelsior? Wow.
There's a lot to be desired
Tugboat
about
of Starfleet.
I kind of wish.
That's what it turned into in TNG.
I know they didn't invent the Ambassador class until the Enterprise incident, but I would have loved to have seen the Enterprise D as an Ambassador class. Now, I know that's not the thing that the person that created it wanted it to look like, because we see what it was going to look like on the wall in the observation lounge. But I like the one that they came out with in Enterprise Incident. I love that ship. I want to see a series with that ship. Love it.
Yesterday's Enterprise.
Yes.
With the original model designed by
Enterprise, not Enterprise Incident. Yesterday's Enterprise. Yeah.
The original, the wall mural was designed by and the subsequent paintings were designed by Andrew Probert, who also designed
Andrew Probert. Yeah.
Yep. He designed the refit Constitution. He designed the Enterprise D. Who designed the C? It wasn't C wasn't a Probert model, was it? It couldn't be.
Yeah. I think so.
It was?
I think it was Andrew Probert.
That's what I thought too.
Let's see what Google has. Oh, Greg Jean.
Who?
Greg Jean. It was not Andrew Probert.
Oh, okay.
The first one, and I was wrong. It wasn't Probert. It was Rick Sternbach.
Oh, okay. I get them two confused.
Hang on a second. Let's see.
I get a lot of things.
No. I was right. Okay. Thank you, Ex Extra Santia. Thank you. The mural and the actual painting design was designed by Andrew Probert, and the original ambassador was designed by Greg Jean and Rick Sternbach, and every other variant was designed by Rick Sternbach, apparently.
Oh, okay. I wish we could see a series of the Nova class. Love that. Now, I love the one that Harry Kim had, not the one that the captain of the
Ransom, or
Ransom.
captain of the
Ransom, yeah. I like the refit. Man, love that.
The closed off saucer is awesome. That's where it's at. You don't need two flipping deflector dishes on a starship. Unless your starship is ungodly huge, and then you just need an ungodly huge deflector dish. You only need one.
Yeah. If it's a small one, you just need one. Unless it's like a backup one, because all starships have backups.
And backups of backups.
Yeah.
Ask
2 or 3.
O'Brien.
Yeah. Ask O'Brien. Yeah.
So let me pose this challenge to all of the nerds out there, including myself. We know that a deflector dish is necessary to achieve more to the thruster power, because it clears the path of the ship from space dust and space garbage and asteroids and things like that.
Yeah.
If you put the ship in full reverse, you are no longer projecting that deflector field outward, or you are, but you're pointing it in the wrong direction, and the deflector dishes only face one general direction. Wouldn't you destroy the ship with the first amount of space garbage that you've encountered?
Yeah.
Going backwards in full reverse?
Well, that's why they go ahead.
I suppose they could turn on the deflector. The shields, I mean, not the deflector. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess.
And
now,
they
I don't know if Paramount created it or Captain Foley did, but Captain Foley came out with this Dreadnought class, and it has a deflector dish on the back.
The Foley class.
Yeah.
I think that design originated from the Starfleet Technical Manual.
Oh, okay. Okay. And there's one ship that has a deflector dish, and then next to it, it has 2 little miniature deflector dishes. What?
The only thing I was thinking is there has to be a way to generate a deflector field without a dish, because most alien ships don't have a deflector dish.
Right.
Different technology.
And like, some Federation starships don't have the dish either, like in Miranda.
Right, like the Reliant. I mean, is it the Reliant? Yeah, Reliant. Miranda class. I don't see no deflector dish on it.
Yeah.
But I love them super phasers. I just wish they had made the phasers like TOS, just one single burst instead of like a machine gun. Now, the Defiant. On the Defiant, the original Defiant, the very first episode of the Defiant, that thing, you should see it. It's like, I mean, that thing goes fast. Then later on, it's just pew, 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 pew. Shoot, that thing could shoot a. Wow.
Well, it's getting kind of late here, so maybe we should go ahead and start winding it down for this evening.
Yeah, lunch and shopping for me coming up.
I appreciate everyone joining us for the game, and we also had a good nerdy chat afterwards, so that's always fun.
Yep,
indeed.
Love talking to y'all.
Same here.
That's what I told my sister this afternoon, that I just love talking to y'all.
Well, I appreciate it. Hopefully see you all back next week, where Professor Brainy Specs are providing his extraordinary questions for Jeopnerdy.
Mm-hmm.
It'll either be a success or a colossal failure, so we'll see.
It'll be a success.
I agree.
Time will tell. It always does.
Instead of contestants,
that's a Doctor Who quote.
Instead of contestants whooping me and Tokyo, it's going to be the professor whooping us.
Only if he plays.
No, from the writing. I bet you it's going to be some hard questions, which I can't wait to enjoy it.
And we'll find out in a week.
Yep.
Indeed.
For all of us here at Jeopardy, thank you for joining us once again, and have a good night.
Good night.
Good night,
for having us.